don't have anything fun to say to start this one up. I'm sorry.
You heard it here first, folks. Ash has failed at being an entertainer.
I'm so sorry. I dropped the ball.
Yeah. Hey, out of curiosity, is that public speaking class an elective? I'm assuming it has to be.
I think it might actually be a graduation requirement.
What on earth? Why?
Yeah, I don't know. Because the university can just make whatever they want be a graduation requirement.
I guess.
PE is a graduation requirement. I'm exempt from it because my major is exempt from PE, which I find really fucking funny, but it is a requirement.
How on earth does that work? I'm going to be perfectly honest, I don't recognize this song, and also our pin is so fucked up.
Like, every time we look back at that pin, it is more evil.
Yeah, like the horns are pointier, because now there's 2 points. The flames have become so much more complex, and now there's a slight design on the skull.
Yeah, it's really... Rindo, bud, I hate to say it, maybe stop time traveling.
Unfortunately, that's impossible. Alright, let's see. Because I am trying to go for completion on everything that isn't the fucking pins, because my god. We have access to every restaurant in the game now, so I need to make sure I actually eat one of everything.
There.
I also have no clue what this store is. Oh, yeah, Asia Fantasia, so just not the Panpuri or Xiaolong Bao. Alright.
Hey there.
This game's, like... I'm once again hit by the fact that this game exists and is, like, good.
Yep. It's wild. Here, Beat, have some takoyaki.
Hell yeah.
Let's eat, yo.
Let's eat.
Man,
Anyone want the rest of mine?
Every day, their stats get higher. Also,
You're
Jesus...
reaching critical mass.
Also, look at the difference in health between Shoka and everybody else.
Yeah, Shoka! Shoka's our scrawny little reaper. Meanwhile, these absolute beasts of players over here.
God, it's just because I've had these guys for so long. Like, the average stats on everyone who's not Shoka are so much higher than Shoka's. It's like double.
Shoka, you gotta catch up.
Yeah. She's not gonna catch up at this rate, but hey.
let's eat, yo.
Time to eat. I kind of like this.
I'm so glad that if you become a regular at a store, you just get the usual button.
Let's eat.
Yeah, that's incredibly useful.
Back soon.
Yeah. Alright, so what else have we got going on? Because we haven't checked this store in a while. Oh, well, that's cute.
New dress.
New dress
Yeah,
for
that is
Nagi.
cute. I might actually like wear that in real life because that looks good.
Oh, right, we have a little bit of cash.
Just a tad. You know, a little cash.
Thank you very much.
As a treat.
Come on in.
Nothing new at Petite.
Thank you
Nothing new
so
at Petite,
much.
which is unfortunate because the Petite stuff is like really good.
Yeah.
And you know what? There's no point checking because we cannot afford anything
come
from
in.
Cavallo. But hey,
We might as well just press our hands against the windows and look longingly at their items.
oh my God, Rapid Reboot 2.
Oh,
At your leisure.
Well, now we gotta get that at some point. This pen is still so much.
it's the most.
Yeah, we can at least get Vacanza, which gives us turbocharge. Because it just costs Iberion and Ilton.
Thanks. Good day to you.
Everything is...
Everyone say hi to my dog who is currently trying to climb into my lap. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
You good? You good? You smelling that lotion? That smell good?
Focus.
God, I hope we get access to generic T-Rex again. Karia! Hold on.
Karia!
Yeah, we're looking for you. So excuse me
Hey,
while I go
bud.
shopping.
Yeah, we'll see you later, alright?
Welcome.
Here we go, a Maitreya jersey. It costs shadow matter, but like we get that off of generic enemies.
Yeah, this game has been doing a lot better about just having the resources readily available.
It's because they've separated the trade resources into two distinct categories. The gemstones, which is like shadow matter and orichalcum and all that, which are in a whole series of like, oh yeah, they have the pins have X amount of gems on them. And the Other World series, which is, you know, your Dilatons and your Diberions.
Yeah.
Greatly increases the like, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like status effects apply themselves more than often enough.
Keep it fresh.
Yeah, fair enough. Either you're getting lucky or they're just common.
Yeah, maybe it's just the one thing we're using. Let's see, rapid reboot. Did we get anything good here? Probably not, honestly. We could put this on for... Oh yeah, I have this on for stats, but like, we can get a defense boost, and now
That's
Shoka
so
has...
much better stats.
Yeah. It's been a while since we updated this stuff, and if we're being honest, most of Shoka's gear was picked not for like being good, but just having good stats.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's just not a lot of good stuff for Shoka right now.
Yeah, because like the reason her setup is like this is mostly because, well, that's what we had access. She didn't have enough style for anything, so we just went raw stats on her.
Yeah.
Although, yes, I definitely should look into the synergies I'm using, because we've changed out our pin setup enough that we really should look
Yeah,
into
but
changing
you're-
those.
Because you were using a pretty static pin setup until fairly recently.
Yeah, so we'll change over to booming synergy because that should boost her burst ability, and we need to just move Nagi off of her thing, because her thing is boosting that fire pin that she doesn't have anymore.
Ah, okay.
Okay, I swear this sword always defaults to Psych when you restart the game.
It might.
Let's see, fire in the belly. I'm gonna be honest, spectral swords suck so much. Like, they do so little damage, and they take so long to reboot, and they last so short a time, they're bad. Oh my god, Quench Your Thirst has such a long reboot.
Holy shit. Yeah, but a bit of a reboot time on that one, huh?
Like, if this one evolves, it has to cut down on that reboot time. I can't even imagine what a bigger reboot would be for this.
20 seconds.
Yeah. Alright. Ah, that's what Chef MTBA is. Right, we never checked this one, but it's a Poison Gale Force.
Oh, that's fun.
Not terrible, and it's probably got a better poison effect than Beats does, but meh. You don't want those like interrupting each other, you know?
That's fair.
Let's see. In that case, let's just switch Nagi over to something that's either got good stats or is good for like poison or ice. I think we only have one of those though, so unfortunately we're probably just gonna go with good for stats. Because we got Stalwart Ally, which not an amazing effect, but it'll do, you know?
It works. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world to have.
Yeah, what on earth is healthy resilience? Oh right, one-shot protection. No, that's not bad to have. Yeah, like, I should, like, maybe off-stream, I should probably, like, look into updating this entire setup at some point, but, like, our gear's been pretty good.
Like, it's working so far.
Like, the stat average has been going up a bit, but nothing's had good enough abilities to justify it. Oh.
Ah!
Oh man, Karya's corrupted too. Karya!
Yo,
Yo, how's it hanging? Got any new? The Wicked Twisters.
Something is amiss.
You good over there, Lollipop? I don't think he is. It's the noise! They got him! Yo, Penny!
Yes?
Do that thing you do! If we're gonna save him, we need you to dive in there. Come on! You got this, yo!
Yes, sir!
Pardon the intrusion.
Yeah. Also, after this, remind me to look at the social network because there's something I need to show you on that.
Okay.
God, you have so many talking characters.
Every character is just mine now. He sure got me good. Didn't think he'd come after me like that. Should've known better. It's only a matter of time after the stunt I pulled.
Who's he talking about?
Who got you good? Sheba? I shouldn't have underestimated him. But who'd have thought he had that in him? Those Wicked Twisters might still stand a chance. Just hope Azuki doesn't bite off more than she can chew.
Alright.
Rindo, the noise!
Got it. Funny frog time. Let's go.
Okay, fine. Guess I'll put you out of your misery.
What did Karya do to get this as punishment?
What didn't Karya do?
You know what? Fair. Oh, big frogs.
Yeah, I was talking about that earlier.
You were, but I didn't really see it until now.
Not bad, yo. Sucker. Leave it to me, yo.
Good enough. Farewell.
You know, I think we're getting our sixth party member today.
We might, cause I've got a feeling.
Exquisite timing.
Here we go.
It's showtime.
It does feel like we're hitting that point in the game where they're gonna start rounding off the cast.
Yeah, I mean, Neku hasn't shown up yet.
He hasn't, but he will. I feel he must show up this week.
I mean, he's gotta. We know he shows up because if you have your YouTube recommendations turned on, you've been spoiled.
Simply die.
Perish,
Also,
motherfucker.
who's the character you got spoiled on? Because didn't you see an article?
Oh
that
yeah,
spoiled
it
the
was
returning
Beat.
character?
It was Beat,
Oh.
but I wasn't paying attention. I saw that he was in the game, and then I immediately looked away from the title, which it helps that it was labeled like Chapter 2 something, which, nah.
Okay, yeah, that helps.
Oh hey, new pin, Snap Crackle Popcorn. And we finally
Hell
maxed out
yeah.
back to the Ucher. Did that do it?
No doubt about it. That's Shibuya syndrome.
Even Karya got it? Damn. His internal voice also made reference to someone else. What do you suppose it might... Karya! What did you do to him, you little rats?
Wasn't us, yo! We just got rid of the noise that was messing with his head.
Noise? Kubo, that bastard!
Gramps?
We Reapers are supposed to work together, not attack each other. Why would he do something like that? It's infuriating. And he's like the very bottom rung of the ladder. How could you let a wimp like that do this to you?
Suzuki.
Pull yourself together already.
Hey, I might be able to use my powers on him.
Why, so you can finish him off?
What? No! Just want to help him remember who he is. It won't exactly fix him, but it's a good place to start. Tell him the truth. Let him do it. Come on, think. Think! How long was I out?
Karya, talk to me.
The hell happened? I can hardly move.
you got taken over by the noise.
Oh yeah. Really messed that one up, didn't I? You kids ought to watch out for Kubo. Guy's a lot tougher than he lets on.
What good is giving advice to the players going to do?
A lot more good than pretending our titles matter anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, you gotta loosen up, girl. Bend the rules a bit. Or else Shibuya's gonna disappear. But maybe that wouldn't be much of a loss.
Excuse me?
This place has gotten pretty dull lately, don't you think? Shibuya's gonna go up in flames soon, all thanks to us Reapers. The noise are messing things up in the RG too. All those people, all their lives clashing and melding and drifting apart. That's what made Shibuya so vibrant. That Shibuya, our Shibuya, is already long gone. I managed to keep the noise in the RG under control for a bit. But it looks like I won't be much help anymore. Man, I didn't even last a whole day.
That's what you get for stirring up trouble.
Guess so. And now you've got to keep stirring if you want to survive.
Karia,
Could you two hurry it up? We ain't got time for this. And Pinky, if you with them, the Shinjuku Reapers.
amazing timing beats. Outstanding work. That right there is why you're the best, Dee.
Then I'ma take you out right here and now. Here's how the Berserk fight can still win.
The Yuji is a well-oiled and perfectly managed machine. The conductor, the Game Master's orders are absolutes. You know that better than anyone. We both do.
Are you seriously still sticking to those precious rules of yours? Even though that's basically how you lost Shibuya in the first place? Well...
This is ridiculous. I have more important things to be doing anyway.
There she goes! You really struck a nerve there, little lady. Did I lie? Zuki fought for Shibuya too, you know, in her own way. Back then, we couldn't make up our minds on how to handle the Shinjuku gang.
If we let them have their way, it's only a matter of time before they destroy the city. But we really don't want to get on their bad side. If you don't do as they say, there's no telling what they'll do to us.
So why not give them what they want? Or at least pretend to. Make them think we're giving in so they let their guards down.
That's insane. There's no way they'll let us take Shibuya back once it's theirs.
Well, if you've got a better idea, I'm all ears.
So what? We're just supposed to hand our city over on a silver platter? Enough. We can't keep bickering like this. Then make a decision already. What do we do? Putting two Reapers in the same conversation is mean, game.
Rude and mean to Rachel. Sorry, I didn't know. Meh. No way you could have. Just like we had no way of knowing what your deal is. Hey, Mr. Mask.
Yeah?
I don't think I can make it back to the RG for a while. Try to wrap things up here before they get much worse out there, huh?
Yeah.
A show.
We'll handle it. Don't you worry. Look at you, kid. All grown up and dependable like. Now that you've got your big boy pants on, you can start looking for Kubo around Tipsy Toes Hall. Just be careful.
So, Kubo's on the prowl today.
Do we want to go after him?
If our aim is to learn more about the Shinjuku Reapers, he seems an acceptable place to start.
Yeah, what Penny said. We can ask him about all that stuff we want to know.
Okay, let's go for it. You got 3 friendship. Alright. So first off, let's see, Tower Records and
Oh.
Shibuya Hickory. Second off,
Oh, fun. Oh! Aha! I see!
yeah, I wonder if Neku's gonna show up today.
I don't think he'll show up today, babe. I think we're gonna run into no one important.
Yeah,
Oh, rest in peace, Kanon.
yeah. Uber Pin unlock and Maitzo Minami.
Ah!
I swear to hell, like, if I had to change one thing about this game outside of repacing week 2, it's just like every single person on this network should have a unique portrait.
Yeah, like, once again, game dev is hard. This game isn't exactly a AAA title. They've got a budget. God, they could have used some more character models for some of these lads.
Like, at least put some eyes on these guys and don't make it so obvious. Like, this is literally, like, Shinji and Seiji of some trades are just literally recolors of each other.
Like, usually, like, stuff like this doesn't really bother me, and I hate when people act like it's a huge flaw, but these are, like, important characters
Yeah.
that could use a little something more.
Yeah, like, if you're going to go through the effort of writing these guys up and giving them, like, unique personalities and little vignettes through the side quests, please, for the love of God, let them have some eyeballs on their face. Because I don't think Dante and Virgil here are having fun being blind.
Oh god, it is Dante and Virgil.
Dante, if he got his hair dyed. Yeah, other than that, the Pigtionary displays which days contain
That's
undefeated
real
pig
good.
noise on the menu. Which means, if we go to our chapter select, we missed a pig and
Pig.
restart, and yeah, I know we missed the pig, and I know we didn't max out either of those. We missed the pig here, a pig there. Yeah, we missed quite a few pigs, honestly.
Yeah, because we didn't have the pig tracker from the start.
Yeah, not to mention, like, some of those pigs are just in weird spots.
I mean, some of them we probably couldn't even physically access.
Let's see, frog, here we go. Snap, crackle, popcorn, a black hole pen.
Oh, fun.
Interestingly enough, it's water and not gravity. Oh, that's extra interesting.
So, like a whirlpool.
Yeah, extra interesting though. It can mutate.
Oh.
Unfortunately,
Interesting.
I'm not going to be using it because this setup is kind of reliant on knockback between a Gale Force and a Shockwave pin.
Yeah, fair.
So, something whose whole gimmick is holding enemies in place is not great. That's another Liberian in the hole.
Thanks, pal. Let's move.
I can't wait. Oh, right, we have Miyashita Park open. I forgot about that. Ah, well, we will not be checking out Black Honey Chili Cookie.
Tragic.
Or whatever it's called.
No, I think it is called that.
Like, it's such a weird name because it's only got one location in the whole game.
They're simply too fancy.
Alright, pig time.
Needs weather this storm.
Pig, 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 pig. Give me a chance. Give me a chance.
God, I still can't believe we're level 68.
This is gonna be easy.
Yeah, like, this is a big number game. Part of that's just because it's longer than the first.
Exquisite timing.
But also, goddamn.
You're stopping us now.
This is... That's what I thought. It just seems spectacularly tanky for the gimmick.
It's just a funny little thing, you know.
Alright, Perish.
I was just getting started, yo. There's more where that.
Alright, that's a Diberian, which we desperately need because apparently every store has a Diberian trade now.
Let's have a look.
They have unlocked their trade routes.
Yeah. Alright, Ice Cream Place, what's your Diberian trade? Ah.
Let's move.
Alright.
Isn't there a side quest that should be a Hikari?
Oh yeah, there is. Right. I forgot because I was heading for Taisedo.
Tragic. I want Taisedo to get new books.
There's only like 3 books left outside the secret reports.
Taisedo, my beloved.
Alright, I'm definitely blind, but Ryugu, what do you have?
Right this way, please.
Oh, just
Finn.
another spectral swords.
Thank you kindly.
Like, I know the spectral swords are apparently... Like, no, I'm not gonna say that. The spectral swords just seem kind of bad to me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, there's a pile of them, and I don't know if I just used a bad one in particular, but it's like, jeez.
Let's move.
Alright,
What the fuck is this side quest person?
God, you better not be up here.
Like, that's what I'm thinking, right?
Nope. Hello,
What?
small child.
What are you doing up here? Boss?
Tis that apparition. Oh, the ghost from Riddle Day.
Oh! But wait! She left us that dying message, or letter, right? Kinda amazed that thing still exists. Wait, what do you mean thing? What even is it? Honestly, calling it an apparition feels a bit off. It's cognitive energy that drifted over from Shinjuku. Didn't that place get totally wiped out? The city did, but it looks like some of its strongest refused to give up the ghost.
So, you mean like players, Reapers, or it's literally Shinjuku itself?
Hey, Nagi, do you think you could handle this?
I know
I'm
not.
not gonna explain further.
I know not if I can offer much help against the specter of sorts, but I shall give it my best efforts.
Thanks. That alright with you?
Sure. God, I can't wait to find out that this little girl just gives you the instant win button. Alright, Miss
This
Seki
little
Nohara.
girl is simply too powerful.
It's cold. So cold. Where am I? My favorite park? The government building? All gone. Like, I wonder how tough you have to be as a player in order to survive literally getting erased in a fucking antimatter explosion.
Galaxy brain. Act.
Yeah, this little girl is fucking strong.
Yeah. I'm amazed they managed to wrangle her into the game for a day challenge. Oh my fucking god, what on earth is
Oh
this?
lord.
There's a few of these guys,
God,
you
this
know?
girl has issues.
I mean,
She's a little fucked up, ain't she?
I mean, you have issues too, but like, Jesus. Here we go.
It's
Alright,
Goodness.
I think this might be the only one.
Like, I can't imagine doing more reductions after this.
Oh my god, this bear has so much health. Look at that shit.
God.
Not bad.
follow me, yo.
Oh, shit.
At least this one freezes, which is honestly kind of unusual for this kind of setup.
giving you something here.
Good one, kitty girl.
No big.
You're gone. Boom. Nailed it.
Good enough.
God dang it, Nagi.
Oh, Nagi.
You were supposed to put it
You're
down.
the chosen one.
Not hellish. Yeah, little slow. Definitely need to optimize this pin setup a little, but hey.
Alright, could have
Yeah,
been worse.
it's like your setup's good for just fighting in general. It's just not optimized for the speed that these things need.
Yeah, it's just not good. It's because there's been a purple enemy in like all these in like the last 3 reductions. And purple enemies are the bane of this setup.
Yeah.
I knew it. It's time for me to move on. Goodbye. I'm gonna go be with Mom. Alright. 'Twas a formidable phantasm indeed. You okay?
Yeah, it's nothing. Let's get going.
Alright. Snare Trap E sees only the target to stop their movements for a long time. Okay, so a reverse snare trap. Engraved with the words, "A
okay.
true friend shares your dreams." That's a very interesting one. Alright, Miss
Interesting.
Alright, Miss Sekinohara. What do you got? Unfortunate victim of Shinjuku's inversion. After floating around the ruins of Shinjuku in the Yuji, she slipped into Shibuya alongside a certain someone's comings and goings. Despite not being able to leave her new home, she doesn't want to disappear. Feeling bad for this lost soul, Shoka gave her a role in a recent mission. Alright. Also, Shibupei bonus.
Oh, thank you, Rico.
The ghost of capitalism. That's like a... I think a Shibupei increase is like a 5% bonus to what you sell them for.
Focus.
I mean, that's not bad considering you get them in like bulk.
Yeah, it's not terrible, so we should be out to a 10% increase. Fun fact, that does apply to the money pins, whose whole gimmick is being worth X amount of money.
Oh, nice.
Which is just very funny to me.
Let's move.
Alright, Taiseido!
Good to see you. Are you looking for
Taiseido, please. Every day I go to Taiseido and I ask them for more books and they offer me nothing.
Right?
Also, where was that second side quest at?
It's you know, that's a good question. Maybe I should have checked. It's by Tower Records actually, which we bypassed because we took the fucking shortcut. We took
We went through Miyashita Park.
which I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Miyashita Park's actually much of a shortcut.
Like, it kind of helps. It's if you want like a direct shot to the scramble.
Yeah, like if you want to, like it's slightly shorter than going to the end of Cat Street and through Tower Records if you're trying to get to the scramble, but that's it.
Yeah.
Alright, Tower Records, what do you have for me?
Oh, it's you.
Hopeless!
Ah. One of the dive songs.
Woo.
Again.
Alright then, where is this one? God, I think honestly, I think my biggest regret with Azuki is the fact that she honestly just hasn't shown up enough for me to find a new voice for her. Cause like, the voice I had for her before was like a slightly spoiled teenager.
Let's go.
Yeah. Like,
Let's go.
she does have a part in this game. She's just a real side character compared to Karia.
Yeah, like she just doesn't show up quite often enough for me to pin down a new voice for her. Oh, fucking finally, it's Orange Lady from frickin' day one. Day two.
Nice. It's been so long, miss. Hey, isn't that MKN?
MK who?
You know, from like 40 hours ago. The one who does all the graffiti? We spent forever tracking her down that one time.
Oh yeah, almost forgot about that. That was like 2.5 weeks ago, and we've seen like 30 people die.
She can't be here to paint. Oh god. No walls on the corner. So, what's she up to?
Bet we can find out if we scan her. Oh god, who the fuck voiced her?
I think you voiced her.
Oh no, I left the memento Grandma gave me on top of that building. I was so happy to be painting, I must have forgotten it. I tried contacting the building staff, but I can't get through. Oh, I hope it doesn't fall and break. What should I do?
Seriously?
She left something that important way up there? How'd she even get there in the first place? Well, what?
You like helping people, right? Are we doing this or what?
I mean, yeah, I want to, but do we really have time?
Does it matter? We can't just leave her like this. So let's help.
I guess you're right.
Huh.
Hell yeah! Do your thing, kitty girl! Get ready.
Like, okay, I know it's a literal teleport, but I do think the visual for this would be way funnier if Shell could just pick you up and yeeted you.
Gotta focus.
I choose to believe that's what she's doing.
Oh god, it's like streaming off the buildings.
Oh, yeah, it's getting worse.
Is this it?
Mm-hmm.
The graffiti is definitely hers, at least. Girl must really love her grandma to be carrying around something to remember her by everywhere. I get it, though. We ain't nothing without family.
Is this really a memento from her grandma? We got what we came for. Let's go.
Sure thing.
God, yeah, that's,
Let's have a look.
Jesus.
Let's go.
I fucking love that, but that's terrifying, actually.
Yeah, can we oh yeah, we can see that from the ground.
Ooh.
Ugh. Yeah,
Ah.
the plague's definitely getting worse. Huh? What? The spray can Grandma gave me. What's it doing here?
Huh?
Did it fall from up there? Oh, thank goodness I got it back. My art just isn't the same without it. This kind of makes me want to pay her a visit. Heck, her store's not too far from here. Maybe I'll go say hi. And if I'm lucky, she might give me another memento from her younger days. I wonder what it'll be this time.
You're joking, right?
Wait, her grandma's still alive?
Do the living normally give out mementos?
Why not? Carpe diem and all that.
In any case, her troubles are no more. Shall we get back to the mission? Yeah, we still got work to do. And there we go, to dark matter. Fun fact, you can actually
Epic.
Fun fact, you can actually buy dark matter from Tokyo Hands 3. It costs as much as shadow matter does, interestingly enough. They both cost 70,000. It's ridiculous.
God.
What to do?
Alright, well that's all the side quests, and that... Jesus, there she is. Oh my god. Her grandma's Tamao.
Yeah.
Her grandma's clown lady.
Awesome.
Plentiful pins. Boost your pin... Oh cool, another 10% off onto our drop rate.
Fucked up and evil drop rate continues.
Yeah, our current drop rate is now 47.
Goodness.
Now bear in mind, a little bit of that is because Nagi got that permanent +1 to drop rate that one time, which is incredibly
Yeah.
fucking rare, Jesus Christ. I wonder if it can only happen at, Kendoi's, because that's where it happened for me.
Kendoi is simply that powerful.
Yeah, and we're also wearing, like, another 8, 9 points worth in boosting gear.
Yeah.
But like, it's still a lot.
Still quite a bit.
Especially,
Still big number.
especially considering I'm only 30 levels down.
Hey, back for more? Come again. Let's move.
Alright, Kubo. I gotta remember your frickin' voice, because I give myself a real challenge with Kubo's voice, which is just to make it as unpleasant sounding as possible. Here we go. Increases the power of light affinity pens. Also, they're platform
Epic.
shoes, in case you're short.
Hey, yeah. Thanks.
Let's move.
Man, it's even on the scene transitions.
God, yeah, it's rough, ain't it?
Maybe Kubo's around here?
Where though?
Right there.
Seriously? Oh, bye. And there he goes. After him. Wait, he could be trying to get away. Or he could be leading us into a trap. Stay on your toes.
Got it. He fled that away, just past the police station.
He must be headed for Utagawa. That's where we going too.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, maybe it. Maybe.
What?
No, for a second it looked like Rindo like flipped over this barrier, but I'm not sure if I'm just thinking stuff, honestly. I think it was just perspective fuckery, cause like he did a flip right
Probably
here.
perspective.
I just think it'd be immensely funny if you could just bypass the jump skill by finagling, by just being really finicky with the dash skill. Ugh.
Hey, dude, let us through, Fret. That's not gonna work. Are you gonna give us a mission or not?
Defeat this.
Yo, we can't understand a word you're saying. Y'all catch any of that?
Alas. Ah. How are we supposed to complete the mission if we don't know what it is?
Well, defeat was clear enough. Defeat the noise in this area, defeat a certain number of noise. What do you want us to do? Tell us!
You're too late.
Oh.
Shibuya is as good as destroyed.
Huh?
What?
Whoa! Ishima.
If only you had arrived earlier. You could have completed the mission and passed through the wall. You knew the noise are gathering in Miyashita Park, and that halting their multiplication would allow you passage. Did you not? The explanation we received, and therefore our understanding of the situation, was incomplete. This mission was the key to stopping the explosive spread of Shibuya syndrome, and of course, to allowing you to advance beyond this wall. How very tragic that you missed such a crucial opportunity. If only things had gone differently. Wink wink, nudge nudge.
This guy is being so obvious, and Rindo is picking up none of it.
Wait, Shibuya syndrome is going to spread explosively? Inevitably, at this point, though it matters not to us Shinjuku Reapers.
Everyone's so stupid. Are you giving us a mission? If we go to Miyashita Park and take care of the noise, will you let us through?
Not quite, but the end result would be much the same. Make of it what you will.
Yo, can we trust this guy? I'm not sure. He never takes anything seriously, so it's hard to judge. Looks serious enough to me.
Well, standing here thinking about it won't get us anywhere. Might as well go to Miyashita
Yeah.
Park.
Sure. Can't hurt.
God, wink wink nudge nudge.
God, this guy is like not even trying to be subtle.
Like, could we not just... Now that I think about it, did Nagi's power... No, Nagi's power does work on Reapers, because we just used it on Karya.
Let's move.
Yeah. Like, everyone's powers work on Reapers, which doesn't feel like it should be allowed.
I mean, Joshua's the one who coded these powers.
Yeah, you are correct.
The game's probably not designed to explicitly yoink people with psych powers like that.
Yeah, because
Let's move.
like a very explicit part of the game balancing is that people aren't super strong.
Yeah, like if someone drops in with a special power, sure. But like, I doubt these powers are supposed to just manifest even if you have the potential. I know Rindo's would have been suppressed on purpose, but I doubt if Fret and Nagi were actually dead, we'd be able to use their powers this well.
Yeah, like, this game is so broken and busted right now.
We made it to Miyashita Park. But where are all the noise?
There should be enough that they'll be easy to spot.
Just how big of a swarm are we? No. Never fear a fight. Fight your fear instead.
Huh? Isn't that...
It's something Motoi used to say. It was probably just words to him, but... It always sounded so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, bud? You
Shoka's,
sure about that?
Shoka is judging him so hard. It's still hard to believe Motoi was really, you know, like that. Hell, they probably stole that quote from someone. Finding out my hero was a fraud, I was really broken up about it before. But now, I'm glad I know the truth.
You are?
Yeah, I feel like things make more sense somehow. Before I would just kind of parrot the stuff he'd say, but now I actually think about what it all means. God, imagine if that one particular quote is from fucking Hanakoma.
God. Hanakoma is like so oddly absent. Oh, that's nice for you.
Yeah, like we know Hanakoma's not in this game because part of the deal is he's not allowed to fucking be here, fuck you. But still. So this time, I'm not rattling off some random quote. I actually mean it. We shouldn't fear the fight. It's not just words anymore. That has to mean something. Yeah, you've got character developments, but you still got shit taste.
Well, as long as it means something to you, that's what matters.
Yeah, now let's fight our fear and the noise. Thank you. You're so good at public speaking. I believe I found the noise nest we seek.
Yeah, unless there's another ginormous swarm we missed. We better finish them off quick.
Yeah, let's do this.
All your asses.
Finally, Plague Jelly.
At last! After all... Plague Jelly, I accidentally muted in the middle of my sentence.
Jeez. I wonder what these guys do, though.
So far, so good. Let's keep it going.
See jellyfish and multiply.
Oh, right, we took...
Did you see me just now?
Wasn't watching.
Right, we took just enough damage that we are only
To me, yo.
carpet bombing the area.
Face erase.
You're gone. There. Yeah. Nice one, nah, girl. Follow me, yo. Copy that. Oh yeah, we win.
Ah, well, let's see what we get off our 47 times drop rate. I'm assuming that's only like a 30% chance of getting the hard drop.
Even worse, you feel?
I'm assuming, Born of Stormy Skies.
God. They won't stop coming. Damn, we even making a dent? I don't know, but I really hope the answer is yes.
Prepare yourselves. Now that I think about it, I should probably swap out Fresh Pin because I feel like we haven't been getting freezes off that often anymore.
Like, you definitely have been freezing, but it's definitely less common than what it once was.
Yeah, like I've definitely been freezing enemies, but like because knockback's thing is also just juggling enemies, and I've been doing that so much, it's like, you know.
Let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Bring the pain, yo.
Alright, let's see what the hard mode drop is, because surely one of these jellies dying has to give it to us.
Was a decisive victory indeed.
Yeah, there we go. That's a bunch of yellow instead of purple. Yeah, Raijin! Surge!
Hell yeah.
I'm assuming that's another frickin' chain pen, or spectral swords or something.
It probably is. That's like the only thing that brand makes. Are we done yet? This round is looking like the last. Bring it on. Your voice ain't shit. How is he not exhausted?
Seems perplexing, but also encouraging to see him fight so spiritedly.
That's one way of looking at it.
He's not wrong though. Just a little more, team. We can do this. Like, these jellies are the least threatening. I think these are even less threatening than generic jellies. They don't even multiply or spit lightning.
Let's do it to it, yo.
They just kind of sit there and be intimidating.
They're just sitting there, menacingly.
That was perfect, sir. No big deal. Freeze.
That should be totally set.
I know, right?
Alright, that's... Jeez, that builds up so much.
Let's wreck 'em.
God.
Like, I swear, one of these social network skills has to be like, oh yeah, any groove you don't use during this, you get to keep.
That would be nice.
Or better yet, just your freaking groove meter ticks up faster.
Just doing my job.
Triumphant.
Fuck, was that the easy drop?
God, maybe.
What the
Scored big on that one.
Jesus, that was the easy drop. And Gato's finally level 5.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, hell yeah, cat.
Yeah, with 2 Shibupei bonuses, yeah, that's 10% now. God, what are the drop rates on these things that have gotten easy at 47?
Hell yeah. Mission complete, yo. Jeez, that took forever. Let's get back. And step on it. We got an old man to grill. Yeah. Gotta get Kubo to tell us what's going on.
With the mission completed, Hishima should be willing to allow us passage. Come, we return to Tipsy Toes Hall. Here, Aspect of Truth, another card one.
Oh, fun.
Knockdown, confusion, Jeez, I think I wanted to check something on here, but I don't fucking remember, so... Oh right, we have this guy.
Who's the blank person in the corner?
The corner. Oh, this guy.
Oh,
Oh right, I've never actually gone to into the Some Drinks restaurant.
Oh, okay. That tracks.
God, can you believe we only have 15 more guys to fill out?
The board is getting pretty full.
Yeah, like, considering of those 15 guys, we already have frickin' 7 bubbles on this board. Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Like, the rest are just gonna be like Neku and I'm assuming old game characters.
God, I can't wait to find out that Hishima here is actually a fake Hanakoma.
God. Like, there's definitely something up with him.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. First off, let's sell off our duplicates for 43,000. Nice.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. Ooh, darkness.
Oh, fun.
Oh, hell yeah. Alright, that's a good candidate. Killing Blow greatly... Ugh, 14-second reboot. We're gonna do it because freezes have been less than spectacular lately. Ah, here we go. Raijin Surge. It's 2 things a chains. For a 40-second...
Those pins aren't bad. I've used them.
Yeah, like, they're definitely more usable since we've got 5 slots, but also, like, 40-second reboot.
God, no! Bad! Too much.
Engraved with the words, with Fujin. I'm assuming the reboot has to go down if you've got a Fujin pin equipped.
Fucking better.
Ah, here we go. Born of Stormy Skies, fire up to 2 electrifying attacks at the target and enemies behind them. The attack will change, chance of greatly shocking the enemy. No evolve, same reboot time, higher limit. Alright. Other than that, we also have this, which is neat. Yeah, the Gato Nero pins are just really interesting, honestly.
Yeah, they're funky.
Yeah. Other than
And
that,
there's only like a handful of them.
yeah. Yeah, shout out to the fact that this song's called Last Call.
Yeah, this is Segurumi's fight music.
Ah, alright then.
It's good.
Yep. Alright, that's what I wanted to check. We're only doing the one...
Oh yeah, the jellies.
First off, Tradish Frog. God. Let's see. Headbanging Grizzly. Coach Void and
Big
Fire in the
boy.
Belly. The strongest of the bear-like noise. This dude has 9400 HP.
Goodness.
Which is almost triple Circle Pit Grizzly. I mean, the Tradish Frog has 8,000. Let's see. God, I can't wait to see the Plague T-Rex.
God, I want it. I want it so bad.
God, look at this motherfucker with his fucking
Oh.
43,000 HP. And okay, Orichalcum was the normal drop.
Okay.
Yeah, that was God, yeah, 94% chance of getting that easy drop, huh?
Jesus.
And you gotta remember, that's the 3rd roll, because it rolls for hard, because it'll roll for the hard drop, then the normal drop, then the easy drop.
Yeah, that's a bit low, ain't it?
Also, look at that ultimate drop real quick. At
Yeah, I'm looking at
7.05% at a 47 times drop rate. Like, legitimately, that is ridiculous. Alright. Can't wait to time travel back in time to go deal with that horde twice.
Oh, definitely.
Considering the dude literally said to our faces, oh yeah, you're too late, they've already multiplied too much.
This team has fucking no brain cells.
Yeah. Shoka doesn't...
Yumimoto took all the brain cells when he left, and no one is coming to fill the void.
Ah yes, he committed a taboo of alchemy. He just took brain cells for himself.
Let's move.
Let's see. I haven't checked in at some of the Tokyo hands in a while, so let's do that.
Yeah, might as well pop in while you're here.
Let's see. New pins? Yeah, I think these pins... I'm honestly not quite sure what the criteria is for these particular pins to get added
Anything look
in.
good?
I'm
They
assuming
just
these are
seem
like...
like base forms of hard-to-get pins.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's just pins you can't get elsewhere, but like, you need 3 Azumarus for something, so that can't be it. And you can only buy the 1 Azumaru. Here we go! Iberis and beaded sandals, and also sneak... Oh, fucking time synergy, okay.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. God, imagine charging over $100... Imagine charging over $100 for a bonnet.
Thanks a lot for coming.
That bonnet is a luxury item.
Yeah. Also, yes, just to get the point across, while you can purchase Iberion, it's 332,000.
Yeah, quite a bit, ain't it?
God, God, imagine if these are sold out because I'm literally maxed out on them. That'd be so funny.
Thanks a bundle. Let's move.
Out of curiosity, yeah, if you're not holding the button, you can just, if you're not holding the stick down, you can just press the sprint button to sprint anyway.
Huh.
I trust you have eliminated the source of the multiplying noise.
Yeah, now let us through.
As much as I would like to, it is not my right to do so. It is this fellow's. Something must be done about him if you wish to pass. Ugh.
Is he crying?
The noise's effects are varied and numerous. Please tell me this is the dude who has a crush on Shoka. That'd be so funny.
Oh. So you're telling us to get rid of the noise in this guy. Will he go back to normal if we do?
He might not. I cannot say.
That means there's only one way to find out. We gotta get right up in there. Penny, it's all you.
Yes, sir. You can do this, Nagi. I wish you well. You know what? His gimmick is that just he doesn't know how to fucking
Seriously?
talk.
I mean, considering his idea of subtlety was to walk up to these guys and be like, hey, there's a big nest of plague noise in Miyashita Park, which you knew about, but you didn't take out, but you should have, but you didn't know, but you did. Hint, hint.
We got this.
Poison my beloved. What the fuck even poisoned me? Are the dogs poisonous? Is that what I'm supposed to get out of this?
Yeah, the dogs have poison sacks.
God, the combo on this is ridiculous.
We're on a roll.
Sounds good.
Having fun?
This is such a silly attack that I adore.
Yeah. God, healing affects my beloved.
Yeah, I kind of like how they balanced it. It's a good mix of like having your sync meter heal while also not making the game so easy.
To be fair, it's not like you really got much of a heal off the sync, off of these. Yeah, I think that guy's just straight up invincible while he's like that.
Got the zoomies.
Face erasure.
Yeah, I think the advantage of trick cards is it's supposed to hit like groups of enemies, but that combo is so long.
Nice one. My thanks.
Yeah, fair.
Fight on. Well, that's a relief.
Great job. Another one. Five
Alright, definitely changing that out, but alright.
You tried it.
Yeah.
That's not so bad, right?
We did it. Yet the affliction remains.
And Hishima's nowhere to be seen. Where'd he disappear to? Yo, check it! Wall's gone. Oh, hey, you're right!
Somehow, I doubt this Reaper is the one who dropped it.
I see.
Which leaves Sir Hishima. Perhaps he had the right after all?
Think you just wanted us to help this guy out?
He is quite the pragmatist, it seems.
Honestly, who knows what that guy is thinking?
Well, at least we can go through. Let's track down Kubo. Here, you got 3 friendship points off of that.
They're really just handing out friendship points right now, aren't they?
Yep. Alright, so we've also got Born of Stormy Skies, which is a Cavallo thing. Now this one's a little RNG because it's based on just afflicting people with statuses, but not the worst.
Might as well try it.
Yeah, like, we get poisons off pretty consistently. So it's not like that's the big issue.
Yeah.
Hey there! What's up? Thanks! Come back soon!
Nope.
Let's move!
Alright, Monochrome, my beloved.
How's it going?
What have you got? You have this very cool jacket that costs 4 dark matter.
Holy shit. Alright.
Here, this is definitely not a sports bra.
Yeah, no, that's just a sports bra. Don't lie to me.
Yeah. Alright. Let's see, Sorrow pants, which... Oh! Oh no, but this is a dress.
That's a dress.
Alright. Let's see, sell off our duplicates to get enough spending money to buy these shoes, which have uninterruptible on them. Or possibly the sling bag, which gives you a 5 drop rate if Rindo's wearing it.
Holler if you need me.
Epic.
No turning back, which we can't get because we don't have any dark matter.
Unfortunately, we spent all our dark matter on the jacket.
Also, wait a fucking second, I just realized what those shoes are. They're fucking sneaker boots.
Good.
Half sneaker, half boot, all fashion. The enamel finish gives them a gorgeous gleam, while the fasteners on the side make for easy wear and removal. They can be worn comfortably all day and look particularly great when worn with Saruo pants. Ah, yes, my
Okay, that's the look.
yes, my snoots and my fucking my snoots and my zipper sweats.
God.
Like, I'm peak fashion here. Like, I could almost see the mini skirt and the sports bra working together. Although, ideally, you'd probably just be wearing the dress.
See you later.
Jeez. Monochrome, what on earth is your fashion sense? Because it's bad.
I don't know, it's not too bad in some spots, although the sneaker boots are a bit much, I will admit.
Yeah, y'all don't want your snoots on? God. I would like to know, that design on the left has to be referring to Neku, because that's not part of...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's not part of our wall.
No, that is purely a Neku decal, I'd imagine.
Imagine how funny it would be if there were like a bunch of decals on the wall to the left, but only if you have a 12e save file, and only if it's completed
That
to a
would
certain
be
degree.
cool. I love when games do that.
Yeah.
Hey, punk.
Got you now, old man.
Who do you think you're calling old, yeah? I knew you'd show your ugly mugs around here sooner or later. Hope you're ready for the party Shiba's throwing for yous. It's gonna be a real banger. I'm loath to imagine what sort of soiree this might be.
Doesn't sound like it's really my scene.
Yous could at least try and enjoy yourselves. After all, we're rolling out the red carpet for yous. We got zombies.
No way.
Hell's going on, yo? They're all infected. They're coming after us like zombies or something. We gotta take them all down.
I doubt I can manage to dive into each of their minds individually. Kubo's controlling all these noise? You see now? I'm on a whole nother level from you chumps.
Dude, now might be a good time to do your time travel thing. We can't take this. Here they come.
Heavens help us. Let's get this party started. Oh boy, can't wait for it to be even more fucked up later. What do I do now? Maybe there's a way to stop some of the noise from showing up. Gee, I wonder what there's left to do.
It was almost like Hishima spelled it out for you in like giant neon text, Rindo.
Alright, Notakoma, let's follow your advice. Back at Cat Street. This is when we found Karya and took care of the noise inside of him.
You can start looking for Kubo around Tipsy Toes Hall. Just be careful.
So Kubo's on the prowl today.
Do we want to go after him?
If our aim is to learn more about the Shinjuku Reapers, he seems an acceptable place to start.
Yeah, what Penny said. We can ask him all about all the stuff we want to know.
Hold on a minute.
What's up?
We've already done this once before. After this, Kubo heads for Utagawa. Then he uses everyone infected with Shibuya syndrome to attack us. And the noise causing the infection are coming from Miyashita Park. We should go there first and stop them from multiplying.
Huh? They're multiplying?
Yeah, I thought that was covered in the info, like, several days ago. Yeah,
They've been busy.
the Reapers have informed us of this multiple times. Yeah, but if we stop them, they won't infect as many people, and that'd make our job a whole lot easier.
So we have to take out a bunch of noise before going for Kubo?
If it lessens the burden we must bear later, I think that would be a wise decision.
So Miyashita Park.
Yeah, the noise at the park come first. Yeah, before we do that, yeah, am I crazy or do these guys have like the plague thing trailing off of them?
No, they do. There's been a couple of NPCs floating around that are just fucked up.
Yeah.
We'll change our fate.
Like, I'm assuming this is going to be less noise than before, but we could just skip this, honestly. Unless something super interesting happens, this would be an easy thing to skip. Hopefully coming directly to Miyashita Park changes the future.
You fought these noise already, right? Got any pro tips for us, oh seasoned veteran?
Well, we were able to hold our own well enough last time, but no matter how many noise we took out, it wasn't enough. They just kept multiplying. I think we might have missed the one that's spawning the rest.
So there's some kind of boss noise, huh? And I say we aim for that one, yo.
That would be a sound strategy.
We'll have to find it first.
I do find it interesting that our vision showed us something that's after the point we went back in time.
Yeah, because there's some stuff that just didn't fucking happen there.
Yeah. Alright, let's find the actual jellyfish.
Jelly. Huh? Hey, does that noise look like unusually large to you?
Maybe? I guess it does look a little bossish.
So, is it go time or what? I don't know. Doesn't look all that big to me.
You might be right.
You know best, dog. You give the word, we strike. If you get it wrong, no biggie.
Guess that's fair. But which one is it? We fought a lot around here last time. Oh gee, I wonder.
Ooh. Big boy.
Yeah, that's why the rest were so easy. They were all clones. There, that one.
Oh, wow. That's our target, alright. Just look at it.
We finally found it.
Good going. Now leave the noise busting to me.
All right. Who wants a piece
Okay,
of?
I'll be right back. I
Alright.
promise.
Keep it together. Let's keep it up. Perfecto. So let's turn up the volume, yo.
Within reason.
It's showtime. tide.
God, you really just juggle this thing. Because unfortunately, just not that tough.
Just doing my job. Good enough. Victory.
Big jelly.
Yeah, big jelly. Also, something very important has happened that needs witnessing. After this, of course. We leveled up.
Oh, are we level 69?
Yes.
Epic.
God, it just has so much health and it's just a big fucking beanbag.
Simply big and large.
That was sick. Just keep hitting them.
Warms the brains.
God, just perish.
Oh man.
God, it's like a sliver of health.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not convinced by the lightning pin either.
Honored to be recognized.
Fair.
It's just a little too inconsistent, although I guess if I changed Fred over from to like an ailment increase, that would work.
Ha! Owned!
A veritable success.
That's all of them.
There were definitely fewer noise this time. Got a good feeling about this.
Hooray! Go us! Celebration! So, to Tipsy Toes Hall? Or, wait, Uragawa?
Yeah, let's go get Kubo. There, 2 dark matter. But first, we actually need to change Fred's setup for a second. First off, what do we
Yeah, 'cause
need?
Fred's entire thing was freezing.
Yeah, so let's change him over to ailing enemies, because I believe that impacts shock. And, of course, we need to give him a shock synergy now. Wherever that is. Here we go. Oh yeah, these pumps are way better. These fucking high heels are way better anyway. Mules, pumps, I don't fucking know what shoes are.
Going again.
I think those are just straight up heels. I think pumps have a bigger wedge on them.
Yeah.
Alright, Kubo.
Hey, punk.
Got you now, old man.
Who do you think you're calling old, yeah? I knew you'd show your ugly mugs around here sooner or later. Hope you're ready for the party Shiba's throwing for yous. It's gonna be a real banger. Although, I gotta say, it ain't quite as lively as I was hoping it'd be. You did something, didn't ya, Mr. Rindo Kanaday? I think that earns you a visit from a very special guest. He's just dying to meet ya. Karya?
Karya.
Here's how the berserk fight can still happen.
Lollipop.
No way. Let me just reintroduce some noise into his system, and then...
Here's how. JPEG of a bear.
Violence. Biting. Biting. Kill!
Damn it! Gotta take down Lollipop? This ain't good, yo. B knows what's up.
Oh, you have no idea. I swear, I have to do everything myself. Here's how the berserk fight can still happen.
Whoa! Are we? Please, 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 please.
Oh wait,
Wait, no, she's purple.
yeah, this is Reaper. This is just a Reaper bad Laura, not a Plague bad Laura.
Go off, Azuki. That pinky? It is.
Karya, Pull yourself together! Just how long do you plan on slacking off? You can't just leave me to handle the RG all by myself.
Zuki.
Well, ain't that a bummer? I mean, I knew the guy was powerful and all, but I didn't think he'd be able to shake the noise and come to his senses so easy. That puts me in a bind. Ah well. Izuki Yashiro. Koki Karia, I'm gonna have to mark both of yous down as traitors to the Reapers. Traitors, ha! My loyalty has always been to my city, not to a scumbag like you. Whatever you say, sweetheart. Either way, you're about to see what I'm really made of. Witness the true power of the Noise Master. I'm sorry. I know that's supposed to be threatening. These bears look so fucking dopey.
They're a little silly.
I swear none of these things should be sliding around on screen. It looks so dumb and I love it.
I love it. I hope they never change it.
What the hell?
Zuki. The RG's in trouble. We've gotta get to the border. Mask! Skulls! Think you can handle this guy?
Can we?
We gotta! Can't do nothing about the RG, so it ain't like we can trade places. Leave Gramps to us. Thanks, kid. I'll take care of the RG.
And just how do you plan on taking care of it?
With your help, of course.
What? I mean, I guess.
It's you and me, girl. I'm lucky I got such a great boss.
Oh, we're doing a rehash of this scene from the last game, but with a lot less build-up.
One who cares so much about her city and her subordinates. Makes me feel like I can take on the world.
Alright already.
Later.
Let's get a move on before I change my mind. Oh man. Her voice is way fucking higher than I thought it was. Jesus.
Her voice is super high pitched. I don't think her voice actress adjusted it at all.
Yeah, like apparently I would have been justified in keeping her very mean teenage girl vibe from the last game, but like she's in a suit, she's a girl boss now. She definitely shouldn't sound like she should be fucking Coco's voice.
God, a little high.
We're counting on you.
Don't let us down.
Whatever. I'm not doing it for you.
Let's leave the RG to those two. So we can focus on what we gotta do here.
You punks are in for a surprise if you think I'm going down easy. I ain't like the flunkies you've fought before.
We can take whatever you throw at us, Gramps. Come on, y'all, let's go.
Let's do this. We don't have enough voices to do all four of them at once. I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, I cannot talk twice.
Yeah. We're the perfect level for this.
Party is equipped to win.
Oh god, that's so many bears.
Every bear on Earth is here to kill you.
Everyone is bear. I will say, I do wish the groove meter ticked up faster.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's not really an issue most of the time, but then sometimes it is, and it's unfortunate, you know?
Nice one, nah, girl.
Yeah. Just that sometimes there are a lot of enemies on screen, and you simply wish to destroy them with your orbital missiles.
Yeah, more specifically, it's just like, well, the Plague Noise build up your groove so fast, but like there's a hard cap on how fast your groove meter can actually increase. Like, even if you get to 300, you have to wait for the meter to actually tick up properly before you can actually use level 3 groove.
Yeah.
Which is, again, unfortunate.
Top 10 saddest anime moments.
Like, you can't give me the ability to gain 120 groove meter in a single attack, and then tell me I have to wait 10 seconds. Yeah, I'm very happy we got the grizzly pen.
Yeah, it's cool.
No, no, no. This ain't gonna fly. Ain't no way my noise could lose to a bunch of snots like you.
Guess we're just on a whole nother level from you.
Watch your mouth, wise ass.
Hey, you still looking for a fight or something, Gramps? Cause we'd be happy to beat you again.
Why, you little... Ugh. What? Here's how Minamoto can still win.
Trash.
Ah!
Time to take out the trash. Minamoto!
Mr. Minami, you came back!
My lord.
Great.
What?
Hold up! Yes!
Finally.
The hell is Pie Face doing here, yo? Wait, you know him? Yeah, he's a Reaper, I think.
He's a reaper?
Was a Reaper, but he's not anymore. Doesn't mean he's any less powerful, though. I can't remember. Come on, dang. I'm gonna fucking pass out. Hey, I remember.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad Beat's entire thing is he has the worst memory in the world. So we gave Fret the ability to make people remember shit just for this scene. Such celerity.
Booty over there made a mess of the whole city back in the day. One tough brother. It's a Booty. He's like a living legend. What the hell you come back for, yo?
Curious.
That's odd. Sokatsu. What?
So, are you gonna help us out again? Help us? You out of your damn mind? I mean, he was on our team before you showed up. Saved our asses a ton of times. No way! Yahweh! Nah! Yeah! How you understand all that math shit coming out of his mouth? We don't, but he helped us out, so who cares?
Lord Rindo. Yeah? If I may be so bold as to interject, I have studied Lord Tomonami's countenance and temperament quite thoroughly. As such, it's just zooming in. As such, I believe I'm uniquely qualified to comment on his doppelganger's current demeanor. Okay? I sense a substantial difference from when he acted as our erstwhile companion. His scent has changed significantly. Oh, you can fucking smell him? Yuck. His scent? Forgive my misleading manner of speech. Perhaps it would be more accurate to say the look in his eyes. I don't know why I said scent. Please ignore me. His eyes? They burn as if their owner were consumed by some uncharacteristically fiery intensity. As an Illustraniac, it is quite a treat to behold this unseen side. However, I fear it may also be a harbinger of some grim turn of events. Fiery, huh? I've witnessed similar phenomena in the mines I've delved into, albeit rarely. I suspect it may be related to the noise. Jeez, did he try to eat a plague noise? Time to solve this equation. Oh god, the birds!
The birds!
It's those birds. Now, converge upon me. Noise beyond measure. Wait, those things are noise? That's what he's been doing. He's been following us and just yoinking all these noise.
What the fuck?
Huh. Reversing the flow of time produces this energy-consuming trash. What? I told you it was a byproduct. You mean my time traveling made these things? I've already determined the factor that spurs their multiplication. It seems they're drawn to T differentials, which suggests a degree of interdimensionality. But then their point of origin must be... Ugh. Ah! Ah!
Oh.
Oh no. His noise sona's gotten even beefier. Oh, big fucking kitty.
Ooh.
Are you okay? Lord Rindo, we have an emergency on our hands. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, this is more like a pig if I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Or it's an
Whoa.
fucked up and evil.
Yeah, his noise sona's all fucked up.
And there goes beat.
Oh, beat!
And the beat fucking drops. Beat.
I don't know what kind of bond you think you had with him, but let me tell you, brother don't care about that, yo. Been 3 years and he ain't changed a bit. And there ain't nothing he won't do to get what he wants. What the hell's gotten into him?
Maybe that trash noise? Ugh. What is it doing to him?
Doesn't look too friendly anymore. And we can't afford to go easy on him either. You've already used your powers once today, right? Ain't no good gonna come from letting him rampage. We know what he's after, but we can't let him get it. Let's go, Rindo!
Okay. God. Minamoto, what the fuck?
Minamoto's just been running around watching his time travel, I guess.
Jeez.
Seems a rather risky endeavor.
Alright. Here it is. I'm gonna be honest, his noise sona looks a little goofier than it used to.
Anymore, is he?
Any resemblance to
Like,
Lord
the problem
Tomonomi has
with a lot of
vanished.
things is that sometimes designs that look
Out of
good in
character.
2D just don't translate well to 3D.
Yeah. God, at least we don't have to deal with his basic taboo Reaper form.
Oh, you don't want to hear him call you Zeta slow 400 times a minute?
I don't want him to fucking yeet himself around the arena for fucking hours. He's fucking T-posing down there. I don't think I was supposed to use the groove attack and freeze him while he was mid-jump like that. He was
Yeah, I don't think they wanted you to do that mid-animation.
It appears
he was still
Oh,
T-posing on the floor, by the way.
What's that mean?
Good. I'm so happy.
that we've got to work even harder to kick his ass.
Oh god, his armor has a health bar.
I guess that's one way to translate taboo noise.
Oh Jesus. He honestly doesn't do that much damage.
Yeah, you did more damage in the first game.
It was a calculated counter indeed. But perhaps we
Yeah,
can
at least
use
his poison form-
perfection to our advantage.
At least his armor's not that bad.
Yeah.
Alright. Time for a super attack.
Cut us some slack, dog.
We must relieve him of his armor, lest we endure that assault again.
Okay, so if you don't chew through his armor fast enough, he will do that super attack that does fucking nothing.
Okay.
God,
I I'd imagine it hurts if you get hit.
I imagine it sucks that he can apparently dodge. Apparently he can just iframe through this attack.
Oh. Okay.
That's mean.
a little bit.
I mean, at least we still got the healing off of that, but geez.
Yeah, like the healing alone kind of makes it beneficial.
Alright.
Moto, please.
I wonder if that's just like a percentage chance to nullify or what. Alright, cool. We canceled the attack by breaking his armor at the last second. That's good.
That's fun.
There we go. Consume knockback.
Oh, he's dead now. You've got him in the groove cycle.
Yeah. Alright. I think the way it works is he's not taking knockback while he has armor, which is unfortunate but understandable.
Tracks.
Which means we're not making nearly enough fucking points to really justify this guy, you know?
It is simply much harder to combo like this.
Man, we really are just struggling to fucking hurt this guy half the time, huh?
Yeah, because he seems to nullify a lot of your attacks, and then... goodness. Then he's running around screaming and hitting you, and overall just not having a funky fun time.
Finally! Do not iframe through this, I beg of you. I think we might have to wait for him to armor up before doing this, because otherwise he can actually dodge all these attacks to an extent.
Yeah, that might be the strat.
Which is dumb, but alright. Makes sense Minamoto would cheat like this, though.
I mean, he is Minamoto. He doesn't care about the rules.
I feel like we should still do damage to his armor even if he nullifies an attack, though, but no.
Yeah, this fight seems a little annoying.
How do you like that?
Got him, though.
Oh, Nagi.
Unfortunately, she just had to kill her anime husbando. Yeah, fucking 5 minutes on that fight.
A bit much.
But hey, at least we got Primal Roar, which we will now give to Nagi.
Hell yeah.
He's unstoppable. What do we do now? Run?
Oh no, we just gotta get Joshua to drop a car on him.
That would be advisable.
It would be so
Joshua, call in your orbital strike.
It would actually be so funny if he was weak to Kinesis.
Ain't got no other choice.
I hope he is.
Then let's scram while we can.
Right. Come on.
This is a fucking legendary Pokemon.
A little bit, yeah.
It's fucking Incineroar's Mega Evolution.
Might have pushed myself too hard.
B,
Oh,
are you
B.
okay?
Don't stop. Keep going.
But what about you?
I'ma stay here and keep them at bay.
Preposterous!
Buddy, we just maxed
Hey,
out your
no.
style.
I can't give y'all a speed boost right now. So I gotta slow them down instead. You feel? What are you waiting for? Go!
Hey, no!
And leave you behind?
I'm trying to buy y'all some time here, yo!
And what happens when you run out of time?
Here's how Neku can still win.
We'll see.
Neku!
No, we
Neku,
won't.
please, you gotta save your friend.
There's no way we're letting you face them all by yourself. You're gonna get erased.
What? You don't think I can handle them?
No, I don't.
Defeat is inevitable.
Y'all cold, yo!
And you're hurt, Worms for Brains.
Either we all escape together, or we all fight together.
Look, I'm gonna need you to chill for a sec. We all stay and fight, we all get erased. Ain't nobody gonna be left to save Shibuya. I'll catch up with you later, but for now, y'all gotta go.
Oh, full-on cutscene.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, pal. Can't let you through.
Come on, work.
Over my dead body.
Who's that?
Yeah!
Jesus, Neku, what the fuck did you do to him?
You fucking erased that man!
No way.
Who the hell is that?
No idea. Here, let me help you.
You're back.
Believe it.
Hell yes! Here comes the fucking twister.
Hell yeah, hell yeah!
Ah.
Where? Where have you been this whole time, yo? I looked all over for you.
So, who's that guy?
A real smug jerk, that's who he is.
An unfamiliar face, to be sure.
He's on our side, though, right?
Who are they? Friends of yours?
I can tell you have a protagonist with you.
Neku!
They's my teammates this time around. We've been playing one hell of a game together, yo. Yo, Rindo, you alright?
Yeah, we're fine.
A new game, huh? Don't worry, I'm here to help. Shinjuku got destroyed, but I won't let that happen again.
We really gotta play A New Day at some point.
We really, like, it would probably help.
Probably.
Not here.
You're from Shinjuku?
About time you showed up.
Ah, where are my manners? Pleased to meet you. I'm Tosai Furusawa, but you can call me Fred. Who are you?
Me. I'm Neku Sakuraba.
Neku!
Neku?
That's my name.
Like, the Neku? Tis the legend himself.
Can't say I factored you into the equation. Looks like I'll have to recalculate.
Sit your ass back down, Tabooty.
All the points were set as variables, but the projected future remains unchanged. Is a transformation even possible?
Like, is he trying to just ascend and become a noise? Like, properly and not just as a Cantus?
Maybe.
Hey, you, masked septogram.
Oh my god! Do you not remember Beat either? Oh no, it's just... Sorry, it's Rindo, right? I keep forgetting he's wearing a face mask somehow.
It is a pivotal part of this design.
Something strange about that power of yours. Same goes
Yeah,
for
no
the pin you got
shit.
there.
Gee, I wonder.
The cardinality doesn't match the set. Huh? That kind of exponential power isn't meant to be wielded by a mere player.
Oh, and what were you planning to use it for?
Oh, it's a good spray.
My face? Nothing good, yo.
To approach infinity.
He wants to become as light.
And if I don't integrate myself with more power, my numbers will get crunched.
Right.
Not sure I follow. There's someone even more powerful we should watch out for?
The probability exists. As for who it is, that's an equation you'll need to solve for yourself.
So, Neku,
Oh, he's wearing a Gato Nero.
Good. Support your friends.
Huh. Now I think about it, I wonder where that fallen angel is. Or like, whoever was feeding him the taboo noise refinery in the first place.
Oh, you know.
did you really mean it when you said you'd help us earlier?
Of course. I want to help you save Shibuya. That all right with you?
Of course it is. I mean, how could we say no to the legendary Neku?
Fred just fucking yeeted Rindo 6 feet backwards.
I can't believe I'm in the presence of greatness!
I wouldn't go that far.
Can't wait to find out his stats are literally maxed out. Or like,
I mean,
1.
it's been 3 years.
I want to see his style be literally 1.
But in any case, it's good to be back.
We're gonna
Is
need...
it?
Oh, let the storm rage on.
Oh, epic.
Oh, it's a new Gale Force, and oh right, yeah, it's one of those one. Interesting. It's a shotgun. Never mind.
Oh,
Yeah, all right.
okay.
3 FP. Neku Sakuraba.
Neku! Neku!
Call it
What is it this time?
The lad, the boy.
It's Shibuya.
in the old art style.
Normal. Yeah.
Everything looks so normal. Was everything I did all for nothing?
Major time loop. Here we go.
Oh. Huh.
Rindo gets yeeted back to before the game's ever started.
Oh, God.
Actually, even worse. He gets sent off to Shinjuku.
Oh, God.
That one's not gonna happen, but it would be quite awful.
Oh. Hey, Neku.
Hey, Rindo, right?
Yeah, good to finally meet you. Even though it won't be for very long.
Yeah, Pete filled me in a bit. Said beating Shiba will fix everything.
We hope.
Well, we're gonna have to take him down, that's for sure. But I've got a feeling there's someone else, too.
Like who?
Whoever's making all that noise.
Isn't that Shiba?
Might be. 3 years ago, I got dragged back into the UG. When I came to, I was in Shinjuku. Or whatever was left of it. The city was already in ruins by the time I arrived.
Damn. So Shinjuku really did get erased.
Well, it's still there, but it's been cut off from both the RG and the UG.
The noise dimension.
Noise Dimension Neku.
I fucking call it.
Nobody's there. But
Here's how the
it's not
noise
completely empty.
dimension can still win.
People's thoughts are still floating around the city like lost souls.
What do you mean?
You can scan people and see what they're thinking, right? It's kind of like that, except the people themselves aren't around anymore. I tried sifting through some thoughts to find out what happened there.
And did you come up with anything?
Nothing concrete, but I did get a new lead. Gotta follow up on that first.
But how?
I've got a Reaper friend who's helping me out. I'll try to touch base.
A Reaper? Is it Karya? Or Uzuki?
Nah, probably nobody you know. Although,
Joshua or
those names
Coco.
sound
Could
kinda
be
familiar.
Coco.
Yeah, like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Coco, honestly. Because if she has enough because like, if she knows enough people to get back to Shiki, it's probably through Neku.
Familiar? What? Do you need a smack to jog your memory?
Uzuki!
Uzuki. Is that what your name was?
You really don't remember? First that Skull Kid and now you too. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
In their defense, they knew you for 3 weeks, and you spent most of that time trying to kill them.
yeah. Yeah, her voice is definitely a lot closer to the original teenage voice than it is to the girl boss voice.
The name's Uzuki
I find it
Yashiro. Try
weird
not to
that
forget it
her
this
voice
time.
actress is like almost identical, whereas at least for the returning lads, they sound completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Where's Karya?
He's resting for now. Dealing with all those noise yesterday really did a number on him.
Right. Thanks for all your help.
Save your breath. We didn't do it for your sakes, Pipsqueak. Listen, Amnesiac. I mean, Neku.
What?
I'm really glad you made it back. Karya and I, we're both doing whatever we can to help. So you'd better do your part too. You got that?
I will. That's why I came back.
Also, personal headcanon,
Greetings, sheeple of Shibuya.
Neku's making his voice deeper to sound cool.
Yes, I fully 100% believe that.
Got some red hot news for you.
Shiba.
I'm feeling almost frostbitten in the wake of yesterday's party. After all the trouble I went through to get everyone fired up, too.
I don't know, there was a lot of fire in that alleyway. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Shiva, I feel like maybe you just weren't fucking looking properly.
Although it looks like you all enjoyed yourselves anyway. Color me jealous. Wish I could have personally greeted our newcomer. Welcome back, Neku. I've been looking all over for the player of legend to help spice up my little game. I even went to the RG and back to find him. But all I got were these lousy, wicked twisters. Who in the world would have thought they'd be the last team standing?
Yeah, everyone on the Varia Beauties died when Kanon did.
Fucked up.
I mean, hey, what's a team without a leader?
Yeah.
A scorching hot turn of events for sure. And I'm not turning down the heat just yet. Expect some guest appearances I think you'll love. Including the highly anticipated return of a few old flames.
Ah, yes.
What does that mean?
Welcome back, Neku.
It's fucking Higashizawa, I'm gonna fucking cry.
Me and a few of our acquaintances have in fact wanted to meet you again.
Old flames.
Stay tuned. And with that, I bid you adieu.
Ugh, he's so infuriating. I'm gonna go throw up. Neku, take care of things here. And as for you, Rindo,
Yes?
you're the leader, aren't you? Start acting like it.
Right.
Hey! Sup, my dudes?
Finally, Frat.
Hey,
Alright, let's get this day started. How's it going, Neku? You good?
you bet.
With the day's broadcast received, we are prepared to march. That being said,
What?
I worry about the aforementioned old flames.
I mean, here's the thing. It's day 4 or day 5?
Day 5.
It's day 5, that's 3 days, and that's 3 bosses.
Oh no, it's totally possible they can bring back the old.
And remember, we
Oh.
already fought Minamoto.
God, that does leave room for Higashizawa, Kunishi, and Kitaniji, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
I suspect the game master is
Here.
rather irate that yesterday diverged so greatly from his plans. And given his temperament, we can expect him to seek revenge using the basest of tactics. Much in the way that after Lady Ayano was erased, he brought tragedy upon our dear Lady Kanon the very next day.
Yeah. Wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, he can be a real asshole.
I don't know what that Shiba's planning, but if he pulls something, we got your back. Me and Phones is here for you.
It won't be easy, and it might feel hopeless, but the fate of Shibuya is at stake. We've got to try to save it from erasure. We're the only ones who can.
I must emotionally prepare myself.
Also, Neku is definitely the person another Matoi plagiarized.
Oh, definitely.
Jeez, Penny, you look like you was going to a funeral.
Can we acknowledge that Nagi's been having a fucking panic attack for like the last 2 weeks?
Nagi really just needs someone to like sit her down and get her some water and just let her emotionally decompress.
She needs like a month to do nothing but go through the newest chapter of Alestra.
Let's just hope it won't be ours, you know?
So, what's the plan?
I was just talking with Rindo about that. We're gonna fight the noise. I'm also gonna need your help with something.
God, yeah, he really is just putting that voice down to sound cool.
Like, because he's like 18, 19 at most. There's fucking no way.
He's the same age as B, and you can tell he's making it huskier on purpose.
Which would be...
There's something I need to figure out about what happened in Shinjuku.
what about it?
I'll explain everything later. Even I'm not completely sure of what I'm looking for yet.
I want, you know, when Joshua shows up again, I want him to go up to Neku and say, could you stop with the stupid voice already?
Okay.
Great. Then let's get going.
This
That'd
bodes
be
ill,
cool. He's got all these people looking up to
judging
him.
by the game master's words from earlier.
He's trying to mimic Hanakoma.
Oh, yes! Trying so hard.
Good work, Naku.
Naught but anguish awaits us.
You're doing an awful job.
Let my resolve waver if it may. 'Tis my comrades' morale that worries me.
So, Shiba's had his eye on Neku. Even spent all that time looking for him. Neku must be seriously strong.
Huh?
What's up? Nothing. Glad he's on our side. I got a feeling with him on the... I've got a good feeling with him on the team. I love... watching these two pose is so stupid.
Great.
If I may, where, pray tell, are we going? Well, I'm trying to get to Cat Street. And since we're by the station, that means we need to... Is he trying to meet Hanakoma?
Maybe.
Yeah, that means we need to go... We know the way.
Yeah, just follow us. And keep an eye out for noise.
Shibuya sure has changed a lot.
Suppose it's pretty different.
I can't even tell where the heck I am.
A show.
No worries, yo. I won't let you get lost. Leave it all to me.
Thanks. Well then, lead the way. Still, I'm glad I have such an obvious way to do Neku's voice, because let's be honest, since he had the same voice as I did, that was gonna be, you know.
Let's move.
Alright, let's see. First off, Neku stats. Honestly,
Neku. I mean, he's pretty on par with Shoka.
Which is really funny considering that we've spent so long getting Shoka up. Alright, auto style, well-rounded.
At least it's comfy, I guess.
Auto style, attack and kill. Alright, what kind of pin... We're not using Shockwave game, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's a good sprite of him. Look at my boy.
Yep. Alright, let's see. What do we want to use on him? Realistically, a ZR pin would be fucking spectacular for him, just to get one of every flavor.
Yeah, honestly.
Let's see, we have access to an Uber. We can't do another Y pin because... Wait, why can't we do this one?
Oh.
Like, we can't do another Y pin, we can't do another L pin. Like, why are these locked? We have an Uber pin slot.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's weird.
Oh, okay, so
Oh,
Uber
okay.
pins... Okay, so Uber pins are not exempt.
Alright, that's fine.
Alright. Let's see. Let's go... God, where is it? I gotta be honest, there aren't actually a shit ton of ZR pins, huh?
Yeah, there aren't a ton, and they're mainly like beams.
Yeah. I mean, I could always give him bootleg tune, which wouldn't be a ridiculously bad idea. Here we go. One day closer, which, you know what, that is that's very ominous, but sure. Here we go. Input, yeah. So what do we have for ZR pins? We have a couple of gravity pins, spectral swords, which still suck. Sorry. We have a couple of lasers, but it's been so long since we've gotten these lasers. Jesus Christ, they're kind of bad.
Yeah, they're definitely falling off the curve by this point.
Yeah, we have the auto combos, which not terrible, but these are from last week. Like, I'll give One Day Closer a pass because A, we got it off of Suzukichi, B, it can evolve, and B, it can evolve, even if it's got very slow growth. Other than that, we've got stuff like Snare Trap, but again, we're kind of a knockback build. And other than that, the only real thing I can see is like Bootleg Tune, which increases attack power, but even if it can evolve, 3.5 seconds is real small. So, One Day Closer it is. Let's see.
What's his ability? What's his friendship skill?
Oh, yes, of course, of course. Protag Partners.
Nice.
Yeah, alright. Neku Sakuraba, a legendary player and friend of Beats who changed Shibuya's fate in the Reapers game 3 years ago. He returned to Shibuya after learning it was in trouble. When it comes to using Sykes, his prowess is nearly unmatched. Yeah, you're not fucking kidding. Yeah, do we even have a side? We don't have a side quest today.
Huh, so who is unlocking then?
Who knows? Also, I should probably like give him something custom because the auto style is not spectacularly reliable, if we're being honest.
Auto style just kind of grabs some clothes.
Yeah, I'm just going to put him on attack boost for now because, sure.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, let's get to Cat Street. I want to fucking see Coco. We've seen Coco like twice, 3 times over this entire game. It's a crime.
Hey, Neku, can I ask you something?
Shoot.
So, Shinjuku. What's it like now?
Now it's just nothing. All that's left are shadows, faint impressions of people and their thoughts. And honestly, I think it might be getting taken away for a Persona game.
Yeesh, that's grim. That's it? Grim? How are you not freaking out? Your whole town just went poof. I mean, it doesn't exactly make me feel warm and fuzzy inside. But I low-key like it better here in Shibuya anyways, so yeah, I'm good.
Glad to hear it.
What the hell were you doing in that part of Tokyo in the first place?
Beats me. Someone wanted me there, though. I just know it.
Someone? Like, who?
Again, beats me.
Hold up. Now I got a question. How'd you wind up back here? Is it that easy to rock up to the Booyah these days?
A Reaper found me, sought me out, told me Shibuya could use my help. Wait, please tell me the only reason he's here is because Coco tracked him down so he could introduce her to Shiki.
Please.
Fortunately, they were kind enough to show me the way back. Was it truly so simple? This gallant Reaper pointed you down a street and away you went? Wasn't a street so much as well, it's sorta hard to explain. At any rate, when I got here, something felt off. When I looked to see what it was, you found us.
Sure.
Yep.
Seriously, yo?
Lucky you showed up when you did. Hate to say it, but Tabuti really had me on the ropes. Okay, my turn. While we're on the subject, what's the deal with Mr. Minami? Like, who is he? An asshole, that's who! 3 years ago, he was a Reaper-sized thorn in our sides. Brothers all QET and we're all what WTF? My advice? Don't bother trying to figure him out.
Wasn't gonna.
Yeah.
Let's just say we didn't see eye to eye on certain subjects when we first met. Also,
Understatement of the fucking century, Neku.
Also, the more I do this voice, the more I realize it's only like a degree removed from random bystander.
Get him out of here!
Unfortunately, Unfortunately, I forgot what I had random bystander calling these guys.
I think you did just say Naku.
Yes, but there was a gag for a while. Whatever. Taking that to mean you guys had it out. More or less. He's not the same person anymore. He's changed.
Changed? You gotta be kidding me! Ain't you seen him back there?
I know, but remember how crazy he used to be? Something tells me he's different. Or trying to be at least.
So, he is on our side. Nope, he ain't! Guy's a freak! A weirdo! Probably a serial killer to boot!
Listen, there's more at stake here than Minamoto's friendship. We have a city to save, remember? Right. God, Neku, give us your power.
Let's have a look.
You lend us your aid.
Oh, Ryoji, I thought you quit.
Oh, hey, bud.
Look who's here.
Holy guac. Oh, Guardian Glaives!
Oh. Oh, that's fun.
Remember our first circle pin? This is just our first circle pin.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you need 3 Azamarus, so you can't just buy those from Tokyo. They have a 2 pin limit. Oh, hey, Ayano.
Oh.
Shoka? Is something wrong?
It's Ayano. She's here.
What? But how?
How should I know?
Do not be fooled. That is not the Reaper we encountered the other day.
What do you mean?
I cannot see into her mind.
Well, well.
Shoka, there you are, dear.
Because she has none. She is but an empty husk.
Sucks.
How do you figure? She's clearly walking and talking just fine. Are you sure it's not her?
Let me scan her. There might be a hint somewhere in her soul. Okay, yeah, Neku definitely got an upgrade at some point.
Yeah, I feel like Neku is like somewhere higher than these people.
Oh, he was definitely on the road of the angel. He's definitely somewhere on the road of the angels, that's for sure. Because there's no way he'd be talking about the fucking soul otherwise.
Yo, you can scan people's souls?
Picked up a few tricks while I was in Shinjuku. Apparently the director there also got wiped. I couldn't exactly scam people the old-fashioned way. Nagi's right. There's no soul in there. She's empty.
Well then.
Shoka, let's go back, darling. Together.
She's completely lost herself. Now she's just noise. Even after someone's gone, their thoughts and memories can get left behind. My bet is the noise has latched onto some of hers. It absorbed her leftover thoughts and took on her appearance.
So that's just noise pretending to be Ayano.
Pretty sure. How fucked would it be if the Minamoto we've been dealing with is like a noise clone of him?
Oh god, that'd be hell.
At the very least, it's not her. It's just noise.
Shoka, come with me, dear.
So this is how boss refights work in this game.
Okay. Now I get it. Old flames.
How cruel. We've really only killed like a boss anyway. I don't get what this is supposed to mean. So that's what he meant. The people who have been erased, they're coming back. Oh right, I forgot about literally the 3 party teams.
You forgot about everyone else. You're the absolute worst. You know that, Shiba?
I know it sucks, but I guess random bystander loses. We've got to fight her.
Yeah, you're right. It really frickin' sucks.
Alrighty then.
I can't wait to be done with this.
Look at our fucking party.
Yeah. How funny would it be if your post-game reward is Minamoto's also on the team?
I mean, I kinda want that. I kinda want this lad back.
Thanks for the assist. That's what I'm here for.
Perfect timing.
Nice work.
Perfect timing.
God, I am having... Adding Neku into this button rotation is gonna take a bit of getting used to. Because we were not using ZR pins before.
Boy, you sure weren't.
Exquisite timing.
You're welcome.
Jesus. Oh, but you know what this means.
God, there's so much on screen.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a This is a bit much, you know, game?
There's kind of a lot on screen right now. Hey, Neku, did you like our orbital cannons?
Oh yeah, we win.
Like, putting on auto charge accessories might not be a bad idea just because it frees up brain power for some of this stuff. Jesus.
What, you can't hold down 6 buttons at once? What are you, a coward?
It's definitely going to take some time to get used to juggling all that shit. Holy hell.
Later, faker.
Lady Shoka,
What?
I highly recommend this application to you. It has healed many a wounded heart.
Yes! Elegant strategy.
Or Alestra for brevity. Oh look, we've got 2 more characters.
got 2 more anime lads, anime people for Nagi to love.
Yeah. Jeez, we've got Minamoto, we've got Not Beat, and we've also got Not Nagi right there. I shan't force it upon you. I simply think it might help take your mind off unpleasant matters. The characters are simply incredible, and the gameplay boasts surprising depth.
Nagi just wants everyone to play her video game.
Say hello to our sponsors, Raid Strata Legends.
Thanks, sis. I'm fine for now, but I'll try it out when I need a pick-me-up.
I hope it helps. Now then, onward! To Dark Matter. Who's this? Apparently I can't call you, so I have to text you instead. Okay, that's curious. How does Neku not know who this is if he's got a text log with her? Izuki? Does she... Do we have the wrong phone? I take it you saw today's noise. All the team leaders are back. They've staked out their turf across the city. Don't know what your plan is from here, but be careful. There's a good chance you'll run into them, so watch your backs. Got it?
Damn, Izuki's just being straight up helpful.
Got it. Here's how the Scramble Slam can still win!
Oh god!
Thank you kindly. What'd she say? That the erased players are coming back. Being revived is noise, which means we're in for a fight or two. By the way, I got a hold of that Reaper I told you about. I still need to get to Cat Street. Oh, right. We can head that way. Let's just hope we can make it without running into trouble.
Let's move.
Also, I didn't say it when it came up earlier, but we do need to acknowledge something.
What?
Our pin, of course.
Oh, yeah! Yeah, it's pretty bad now!
Yeah, the horns have got a notch in them. The design's gotten more aggressive. The flames are even bigger. We have literally no money.
We have $0?
We have some dollars now. Alright, who's first? Matoy? No, yeah, Rivers guy, whose name I forgot. Yeah, Fuya. Is that Fuya?
Sure looks like him.
It certainly does.
What?
Booyah! Oh, right. You weren't around for that. He's one of the team leaders who got erased before you showed up. So, Wicked Twisters, come to rain on my parade once more?
If he got erased...
That was just straight up bystander.
I'm sorry.
You ain't got no business being back here.
I'm sorry. The line between Neku's new voice and random bystander is like 3 points of huskiness, and that's it.
Guess I'll have to blow you out of the water. We gonna fight him or what?
Still, welcome back to the first taboo of alchemy, everybody.
Yeah! No, this is just legitimately the first sin of alchemy.
Yeah, we have to, right? Lord Rindo, remember, this is not the real Fuya. He has no mind or soul to speak of. We mustn't let our emotions hinder us from finishing the task before us. Let our justice be swift. Alright. Please tell me this is the actual... No, it's just a noise fight.
Oh, I wish we got to refight team leaders. That was fun.
Like, I was really expecting today to be a boss rush.
Okay, we got this.
Like, what was... Like, Shiba, I'm sorry, what the fuck was the point of all that hype if we've already got just... If we already had this whole set, if we're just fighting generic noise again.
Yeah, come on, Shiva, get your fucking act together.
You ready?
There's so many characters per character on screen.
Like a 6-person party is quite a bit.
Yeah, not to mention our level 3 groups last longer because it was based on how many party members you had.
Yeah.
Technically, it was based more. Technically, the bigger basis was how many characters were actually involved in building up your sync meter, but close enough.
Not bad.
What was the beat drop for that one again? Just finishing the combo? I'm honestly not sure.
I'd say.
It's either finishing the combo or knocking someone into a wall.
No sweat.
Ah! There he is.
It's your boy.
It's my boy.
And finally the party's
Glad.
finally the party's balanced again.
I'm so glad. That's it then.
Guess so. Shall we proceed?
Might as well. Don't really have any other options. Yeah, for real.
Just gotta keep going. Indeed.
I'm telling you, man, this game is whack. Not that ours was much better, but still.
Yeah. The Reapers gave us a hell of a time back then.
No kidding, but man. Never thought I'd wind up back in the UG with you.
Why are you here anyway? Don't tell me you got yourself killed again.
Nah, even I ain't that stupid.
Then why?
Them Shinjuku Reapers been pulling people from the RG. That's how they got me. Same with Rindo and them.
Wait, you came straight from the RG?
Yeah, Pinky says we was violating the rules of realism or some shit. It's just like back when you up and disappeared. Now it's like we never existed at all back home.
Did the Shinjuku Reapers do this?
Who else could it have been?
Fair enough. Something to look into at least.
You gonna ask that Reaper you were talking about? Who is it anyway?
You'll know soon enough.
Why can't I know now, yo?
Dramatic effect. Because it'll be easier to explain everything all at once.
Well, is it somebody I know? Not like it matters, but still. Want to see some familiar faces, you know?
Me too. Almost makes me wish everyone else was here.
No kidding. Hope they're doing alright. Especially, you know.
Yeah. If we make it out of this game alive, we ought to have a reunion.
What do you mean, if we make it out? We're busting out of here, yo!
Yeah, for sure. Here, have some more dark matter. God, I can't wait to find out who has ultimate difficulty, by the way.
So, my current bet is now that Joshua will have ultimate difficulty.
Oh, yeah. That seems pretty likely, honestly.
Good to see you. Are you
It would be immensely...
Let's move.
Here's how random bystander can still win.
Oh, hey, my toy.
Yeah. Here we go.
Hey. Hey, mi amigo. You okay, Rindu?
Nothing remains of the man we knew. He is not but noise now. Nagi is taking this shockingly well, but then again she has psychic powers. And noise
Yeah.
must be erased. She's right. Nothing but noise.
What's wrong, amigo?
Come on, you've got to do this.
Lord Rindo.
Lord Rindo, if I may, we can handle this on our own if it is too much for you to bear. I needn't dive inside to know this creature is nothing but an empty shell. Nagi would do excellently in the zombie apocalypse. Objection! You're 6 frogs in a trench coat. Which makes today's ordeals far less psychologically taxing on me than Charles' past. Nagi has been waiting for the moment to just fucking kill some of these assholes.
Nagi has been sitting here this entire time like, God, I hate everyone here so fucking much. I hate it. Wow, you're really on top of it today, boss. Because she's worried about us, dummy. She senses how this is affecting us. Huh? What are you hunting about? She can obviously tell we're struggling. She's really good at reading people. And not just because of her powers.
Yeah, like I said, the graphics in Alestra are shockingly realistic.
You've got a point.
Hey.
Well, fearless leader, you gonna make Nagi fight your battles for you?
I mean, I did give Nagi the melee pin, so like, she's the one leading the charge most of the time. What? No way.
Rindo.
Hey, Rindo. You don't have to do this if you really don't want to. We should be able to handle him on our own.
For show.
Yeah, you won't even know what hit him.
No, it's okay. I can fight. Then let us prepare for battle, Lord Rindo. Ready. Man, I can't believe today is Nagi's day.
An enemy approaches.
Good, Nagi needs her chance in the spotlight again.
Yeah, like honestly, when was the last time Nagi really got to shine?
Everyone else is... It's just that there are a shit ton of characters.
That was easy.
God, just go nuts, I guess.
Just go crazy, go stupid, hit every button on the controller. Live forever.
Hellish. Just fucking nuke the area.
Just once again, call in your orbital lasers. It's fine. Drone strikes.
That's another one for the books.
Yeah, adding Neku is definitely a good idea.
Yeah.
There's more where that came
Even if I'm... Although, yeah, I'm only using his pin as, like, supplementals once I've burned out everybody else, which honestly works.
I mean, that's not a bad strategy.
Like, just having some guy on standby to cover beat drops is immensely helpful. Okay, let's get to Cat Street.
Right. Hell yeah, here we come. Cat Street. All those noise are gonna get beat.
The next threat to appear before us will doubtless be...
Penny.
Yo, Penny. You worried about Fret? I mean, the next noise to show up...
Oh, wherefore must our destination be so far away?
Huh? Oh, right, my leg is killing me already, yo.
It's truly lamentable indeed. Would it were only closer.
Nothing to get down about, though. You know, I've been thinking. This week's a lot tougher than I thought it'd be.
Is that so? Didn't you also deal with a zombie apocalypse?
I know I talk a big game, but I was worried if I could really follow through. Not anymore, though. I know I can do it, yo.
Because Lord Neku has joined our ranks? God, literally everyone in this party is either a Lord, Shoka, or, sorry, who's that last guy?
Yeah. That's right.
You certainly place great faith in him.
Damn straight I do.
He does strike me as trustworthy, seeing as he's the legend who saved Shib...
Nah, that ain't why.
Oh?
Ain't got nothing to do with legends or any of that shit. I knew him way before all that, yo. I trust him because I know he's a good guy.
You knew him, like, for 3 weeks before that, and for 2 of those weeks you either hated his guts or were actively trying to kill him.
We go way back.
And a good friend, 'twould seem. You've seen each other like 3 times after your ordeal.
For show.
When he's around, everything just feels different, you know? Got that kind of power. And that's why I know we can do this. Ain't a damn thing to worry about with him around.
Tis a wondrous sight to behold, the fruit from friendship born. I forget about her weird grammar so much sometimes.
Nagi just loves to fucking roleplay.
Yeah. Alright.
God, it is getting real dark around these buildings, ain't it?
Oh yeah. I can't wait till we get to week 7 and you literally can't go into the buildings because of all the black paint.
God.
Oh, it's you.
Come on, please give me nothing. Seriously?
Come again.
They've gotta be at the Utagawa shop.
Yeah, maybe. Alright. Here she is.
She's here. Kanon.
Fret. Rendy.
Man, Shiba doesn't pull any punches. Way to kick a guy while he's down.
Gonna butter me up again today?
Not exactly what I meant when I said I wished we had more time together.
The figure before you is nothing more than noise. 'Tis not Lady Canon. That is not Lady Canon.
You already said that.
It bears repeating.
Say it again.
That is not Lady Canon.
Again.
That is not Lady Canon.
Again.
I am not screaming. That is not Lady Canon.
Thanks, boss.
You may thank me after the battle. Will you fight?
I will. No need to ask me twice.
I'm gonna be honest. Well, oh wow, the drips even go further down on the people who are affected too.
Yeah, it's getting bad.
Yeah. Ooh, shit. Is this the first instance of plague birds?
Oh, this is gonna be easy.
Those aren't the birds. Those are funny
That's
doggies.
still funny doggies. Why am I so bad at fucking identifying birds and dogs?
It's your one weakness, babe.
My one weakness, I assume the triangle thing that looks like it has a beak is a bird when it's actually a doge. Honestly, now that we have Neku, Plague Noise are honestly just kind of a freebie.
Yeah, they're just kind of a joke, aren't they? Your damage output has become so much.
Yeah, it would help if I actually got beat dropped, but no. That one's going spinny, so it's impossible.
And that one's in spinning mode. You couldn't possibly hit it.
Oh, I'm so glad they can't just grab you, by the way, because that would suck. God, that one's just been spinning in the corner for a while. It must be dizzy as shit.
It's just vibing.
Too bad it's immune to knockback though, it's like that.
Could've been worse, you feel?
One of every drop type.
Epic.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, the gimmick for today does feel a little bit toothless.
Yeah, I do wish it was a boss rush. We did it. It's over.
Indeed.
Hey, boss, thanks for helping me out back there. Never thought I'd have you talking to me, let alone pulling for me like that. I always figured you kinda hated me or something.
'Tis true, I admit, that I struggle to get along with creatures of your affinity, same.
I've noticed.
That being said, through our shared travails, I have come to see beyond the surface.
You have?
Yes, and I would like to believe I have discerned the true you. Permit me to demonstrate.
Demonstrate what?
Lady Kanon was your bias, as we Illustraniacs might say.
My bias?
As such, 'tis perfectly natural that her passing would affect you so deeply. And for it to happen so suddenly, your despair doubtless runs deep.
Did you dive into my mind or something?
No, I just watched us all try to kill Lord Tomonami. Not at all, and I resent you suggesting I would do such a thing. Cough, Rindo, cough. Wait, to be fair, she doesn't know she did that to Rindo. We did time travel.
Yeah, Brendo's the only one with the knowledge that Nagi fucking killed him.
Yeah.
Sorry.
There is much to be learned by observing one's actions, even without delving into their mind. I have simply observed you for the past few weeks, then drawn conclusions based on what I have seen.
And what kind of conclusions are they?
You truly wish to know?
If you're willing to share.
Well then. I've concluded you are, in fact, human.
It took you this long?
Allow me to elaborate. Humanity is the difference between making an effort to understand those around oneself versus viewing them merely as resources to be consumed. I'm a communist. Humanity is the difference between trying to understand opinions and values divergent from one's own versus scoffing and dismissing them as meritless. Humanity is the difference between being fraught with fear when facing others versus being blithely unconcerned with others altogether. And now, having discerned your humanity, I can safely infer that in this moment, you are suffering a great deal of pain.
Thanks for the analysis.
Say what you will about Nagi, that's a good fucking philosophy.
Yeah. Who would have thought you had such a good read on me? It's actually kind of amazing, to be honest.
Perhaps. I am simply aware of the importance of communication. And I take great pains to ensure my interactions with others remain as peaceful as possible. Asking questions,
Curious.
gauging responses, reacting aptly. I leverage every element at my disposal, actions, words, emojis, anything at all, to ensure everyone feels welcome. It is a skill that can be practiced and honed like any other. No need to rely on special powers.
Look at her!
I'm well written enough to brute force all my development with one good speech. I'm now your favorite. Suffer.
I'm gonna be real with you. I got a little lost for a second there.
As expected.
But it's really amazing that you can do all that. I don't really get it, but I respect it.
In a similar vein, I admire the ease with which you can carry on a conversation with anyone and everyone. I simply struggle to get along well with creatures of your type.
Seriously? After all that? Still, I'm glad we got this out in the open. It almost feels like we're friends or something. Maybe I'll try out that fancy strategy game or whatever it's called. The one you're always talking about.
Oh, I shan't hold you back. Remember, she has homemade Lord Tomonami pens.
She's a gamer!
I hope you find it to your liking. Frosty Friendship. Shoot an exploding...
Nice.
God, it's been a fucking while since we've seen the dynamite darts.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna use it. That was a very good speech, but oh right, I put us on the input sword instead of new swords. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use it for the simple fact that, well, I'm just not a fan of the dynamite darts that take 12 strikes to trigger.
That's fair.
They take a little too long for me. Alright. God, could you imagine if you'd gotten Nagi?
Like, we somehow got it perfectly so that the party is a 50-50 of us.
It's because I just desperately wanted Nagi.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I was going to give her to you because I'd already taken Minamoto. Cat Street. It's been ages.
Yo, phones. We going where I think we going? Where's that?
Sure.
If you think we're going where I think you think we're going, then yes. Although I doubt we'll be seeing any of Mr. H.
What?
Someone I know used to run a coffee shop around here. He's probably long gone by now, but we're not going to see him. We'll be meeting up with my Reaper friend there.
I see.
Reaper friend, you say? Yep, mind if we get going? Now I think about it, does Neku actually know anything from the secret reports? Probably not.
He might.
Like, it
depends.
Yeah. Here she is.
There she is.
She's fucking tiny.
She's so short.
Like him.
Oh, they're playing this song.
Yoo-hoo, over here. There you are, Neku. You're late. Have you any idea how long I've been waiting?
Pixie chick.
What the hell are you doing here?
Not like I wanted to see your frilly ass neither. Is she the Reaper we've been looking for?
Just chill for a sec, Beat. Okay, I don't remember him calling in on Pixie Chick, so is she from A New Day or Another Day?
She's from A New Day.
Oh, yeah, that would explain it. Alright, so this is... You all must be the Wicked Twisters. I'm ever so pleased to meet you. I'm so glad I got her voice perfect for the character. I am the most adorable Reaper / Fairy Princess in all of Shibuya. Coco Adarashi. If you aren't careful, I'll charm you to death.
That ain't funny, yo. Especially not after what you did to Neku. I ain't forget, yo.
I wasn't expecting that. I just forgot about the fucked up guns in this universe.
2 guns are fucking awesome.
Ah, jeez. What exactly did she do?
Indeed.
An excellent question.
All I got out of that was she's a Shibuya Reaper.
Beat, will you calm down so I can explain?
What's there to explain?
The reason Coco did what she did, why she shot me, why she tricked us both, why she tried dragging us into the UG 3 years ago, it was all to save Shinjuku.
Wait, but she's from Shibuya. And she was trying to save Shinjuku?
Precisely! I couldn't possibly sit back and allow Shinjuku to be destroyed.
Can it?
Like I give a shit why you done it! Ain't no excuse for tricking us and trying to kill my friend!
OMFG!
Would you shut the hell up already? You have no freaking idea what I've been through to get here, you festering sack of garbage!
What you call me?
Neku, I literally cannot with him!
Talk about a touching reunion.
I love her. She's fucking great. Of course I got all the feral children. I'm so happy. Sorry, this has got to be confusing for you all. That's putting it lightly. Basically, Coco was really desperate to save Shinjuku from being destroyed.
Huh? But why? She's from Shibuya. Not like she had any stake in what went down.
Well, I couldn't simply ignore a cry for help.
From who?
My dear friend in Shinjuku. She told me the situation was quite bleak, which is why I pulled this pauper and prince in to help me out. But unfortunately, we were too late. Shinjuku was already gone. That friend of yours, you found her, right? Yes. She's in no state to speak with us at the moment, though.
Well, who is she? Another Reaper or something?
I think she used to be one, but she was back to being a player 3 years ago. She was Shinjuku's sole survivor, aside from the Reapers, that is. And then once she crossed over, she became a Reaper again. At least, I think so. Sagumi!
Aww.
Tsugumi.
Oh, I wish you could tell us what happened. My dear, sweet Sagumi. Wait,
Sweet,
what?
precious, innocent Tsugumi. Tsugumi?
Yes, and given the sorry state of this little fellow, I fear my friend may be in similarly dire straits. Alright, don't tell her we broke that one.
No one tell her! What's that? Some kind of pig? Feet.
It's a cat, remember?
We've been over this, Worms for Brain. It's a cat. Ah, right. Might be.
His name's Mr. Mew.
How do you know about Gato Nero? You've been gone for years.
Gato what? Never heard of it.
Yes you have. Like, you know Mr. Mew, which is literally Gato Nero. Plus, you're wearing it right now, see? Gato Nero, right there.
What, this?
Duh, it's like the most popular brand. Everyone knows about it. And you're a big fan, right, Shoki? You got the hoodie and everything.
Oh, wow. This is wild. When did Mr. Mew get so popular?
What?
Hold up. I heard that name somewhere before.
You definitely have. Although you've never been very good at remembering it. This is the stuffed animal that Shiki made. You know the person who made this thing?
Shiki, was it?
Yeah. She was my first partner back when I was playing the game. She controlled this little guy with her mind and used him to fight the noise.
And we know he can pack a punch.
Over here.
You know where she is now?
Aww.
Not in Shibuya. I hear work has been keeping her away. Right. And until she returns, speaking with Sagumi is all but impossible. Oh my god, is Sagumi fucking airy? That'd be wild.
Oh god, that would be a trip.
Shiki's the only one who can fix this. Sagumi's... Oh my god. Didn't I make a joke somewhere about Sagumi literally being Mr. Mew?
Something, yeah. Hold up. I don't get it.
And what is it you don't get?
What exactly can she fix?
Why, Mr. Mew, of course.
And that would accomplish what now? I don't see how that relates to Sagumi.
Oh dear, I thought you would have known all about her situation, seeing as you're a Shinjuku Reaper. This doll contains Sagumi's heart and soul. I fucking called that one so fucking long ago. Jesus Christ.
What?
Unfortunately, this poor deer is in tatters, which is why she can't get through to us. Try as we might, communicating with her now is almost impossible. And we haven't been able to talk with Swallow since week 2.
Oh.
All my theories are coming together, babe.
You're seeing through the plot.
We've got to find a way to help her. She's the only one who knows what really happened back in Shinjuku. If we can get her to tell us about it, we might be able to stop it from happening here in Shibuya too. Oh,
What?
I might have an idea.
Care to share with the class?
Hey, Nagi. Do you think you can dive in there and talk to her? Must all this fall upon my shoulders? Sounds like you've got some pretty impressive powers, Nagi.
Hold up, yo. Now you trying to dive inside a doll? More like Segumi's mind inside the doll.
What?
Can you really do that? That's simply stupendous. Oh, I have ever so many questions for you to relay. What happened? How can we fix it? And let's see. Ah, yes. Is there anything we should be wary of? I love when Coco just starts being smug. It's great.
She's great. I love her.
Be a dear and ask her for your favorite fairy princess. Oh my god. This is the most freaked out Nagi's ever been. It appears I have no choice in the matter. I'm frankly terrified of fairies.
You doing okay, boss?
I am fine.
'Cause your face says otherwise.
To dive into a mind such as this, to see all the burden she must bear, it shall be quite the undertaking. Everyone is counting on me, and I daren't shut them down.
Get it together, sis. Don't worry, boss. You got this. Probably.
This is the most stressed out we've ever seen Nagi. It's great.
God. I will say, after this cutscene, I gotta tap out for work.
Yeah, absolutely. Too late. It's all over. Somebody, anybody. I can't move. I'm trapped. Somebody do something.
Huh?
That voice. Is that Tsugumi?
Right.
Yeah. We can hear what she's thinking now that we're inside her mind. If she were taken over by noise, then we'd have to fight them at some point. Sooner than later from the looks of it. Brace yourself. Huh? It's coming. Let me out. I'm trapped. I don't want to be alone anymore. How long has she been like this? For as long as that noise has been keeping her sealed away. Noise? Oh my god.
Whoa.
Elephant 3.
Big.
I don't know who put it in here, but we're taking it out. Elephant 3, babe.
This is grass.
New elephant dropped. Ooh.
Think we bit off more than we can chew here. Let's keep it up. Perfecto.
That was easy.
It's showtime.
Alright. Let's see how much health this thing has. Yeah, that's a bit.
God.
That's a bit of health.
Yeah, you know, just a little bit of a tank, that elephant.
God. I'm actually kind of curious if poison might be more effective against it, just because elephants are super weak to poison.
Exquisite timing.
You're welcome. An adequate performance.
That's Legacy Plus.
Oh god, it's got a suction attack.
Whoa.
Nice one.
That was sick. Exquisite timing.
You're welcome.
See ya. Out of here.
You know what? Here's a thought.
Oh?
For the assist.
I should bring up the points on the frogs because they can take knockback and the elephant can't.
You've got the strat.
Unfortunately, I think that last frog just died. Because the targeting is...
saddest anime moments. Frog.
Oh well, we've got the heal. Oh, frog's still alive. And now it's not.
Let's keep it going. All right, perfecto.
God, this thing, huh?
Face erasure.
Yeah, it's a little big, large elephant.
Keep hitting them.
Worms for brains.
Did you see me just now?
Wasn't watching.
You know what? Just do it.
Yeah, because like at this point, getting the 300 on the elephant isn't really.
God, what a tanky motherfucker.
A little bit, yeah.
Like, after this cutscene, I want to check that health and then we'll leave.
Gotta get my head back into zone.
Just dark matter, huh? Alright.
Alright.
I'm betting that's just the normal drop.
Probably.
Did we do it? Think so.
Oh.
We're already done with the
Day
day.
end. Okay.
Whoa, boss. You look like you're gonna pass out.
Tis as if every last droplet of my energy has been sapped.
But it paid off. Thanks, Nagi. Can you keep us in here a little longer? I want to talk to Tsugumi now that the noise is gone, but I don't think we can communicate with her from the outside while Mr. Mew's all torn up. This might be our only chance to chat for now. Think you can manage, Nagi?
Of course, I shall maintain our connection.
Thank you. I appreciate you going out of your way to help me.
Oh.
Tsugumi.
You're the one who called out to me and showed me the future. Aren't you?
Wait, the future?
I knew she had time powers.
You mean like all those visions I keep getting?
Oh, so you saw them too.
You're right. It was I who sent those visions out into the world. And it seems you two received them. I pick up signals sent by your future selves, and relay those signals to you as warnings here in the present.
So those visions are from me.
Huh? Future me did what in the wind now?
Shush! I'll dumb it down for you later.
You've never seen that, and it's great. I love it.
Cat girl.
But why show us the future like that?
To help you survive, but also to help you save the city from Shiba.
Now that Shinjuku's gone, Shibuya's his next target.
Yes. The noise he spawned are capable of phasing between the UG and the RG,
Which is real fucked.
eroding the barrier
Yeah,
between planes.
not
little by
allowed.
little, every time they do.
Eventually, the barrier shatters. That's what happened in Shinjuku, and that's what triggered the inversion.
Inversion? Like, it got turned upside down?
More like the UG and RG fused into one, effectively canceling each other out. I saw it happen in Shinjuku, but there's no way a regular Reaper could pull that off. That's the work of a higher power.
Indeed, it's dissonance, just like Shiba's abilities.
Dissonance?
It defies the rules of reality. You came to the UG without dying. But neither a player nor a Reaper could have made that happen. That's dissonance.
But if not a player or a Reaper, then who?
This is composer territory we're getting into.
Oh, absolutely. Probably a bit beyond that, honestly.
This is above even the
Yeah.
Game Master's pay grade. Only the composer could deal with a royal mess like this.
So where does this dissonance come from then?
I'm sorry, but I don't know. I wish I did. I nearly got erased trying to find out. All I know for sure is that this dissonance is very real.
And that dissonance is what destroyed Shinjuku. Thanks. You've been a big help. Good thing you're hanging on, even if it's by a thread. If it weren't for Mr. Mew, you might have been erased by now.
Yeah. Listen, Rindo, Neku, I'm glad you two were able to receive my messages. But they weren't just warnings for your sake. They were also my way of asking for your help. I wasn't able to save Shinjuku, but it isn't too late to save Shibuya. I don't know what's going to happen to me. There's a very real chance I might be trapped in this doll forever. So please, do what I can't.
Don't worry, we will. That's a promise. And once Shiki makes it back to Shibuya, we'll get you out of here.
That's very kind. Good luck out there.
Welcome back! So, how did it go? Were you able to speak with her?
Pretty close to my voice, honestly.
Yeah. Damn, they're pulling out a lot of old music for this sequence.
I mean, we have Neku back. We've got Coco.
Yeah.
We've got recurring characters. We had Swallow and Mr.
Yeah.
Mew there.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Splendiferous! And is my darling his friend alright? What did she say?
She's fine. She didn't have all the answers, but it's a start. Shiba's gotta go, that's for sure. But it sounds like taking him down will be tough.
How am I supposed to help?
Aw, if only I could have spoken to her myself.
You can talk later. She's not going anywhere.
Even when I see what's going to happen?
Just gotta wait till Shiki shows up. She'll get things fixed up, yo.
We'll find her once this is all over.
I still wind up having to start over anyway.
Hell yeah, we will.
Gotta save Shibuya first, though.
Is that because of the dissonance, too?
Otherwise, we'll have nowhere to meet up. Right, Rendo?
Huh?
We can't let Shibuya get destroyed.
Rendo's been
Like it did
fucking
in that
tapped
vision.
out.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, right. Even if it does get destroyed, maybe I'll get a second shot at avoiding that too.
No, bad thought, Rendo.
Rendo, you want to find out if there are 2 dragons in your pen?
Don't want that to
Rendo,
become
no,
the future.
stop.
In your pen, there are 2 dragons.
But what about? Huh. Left on red.
I have to assume that Swallow is Segumi's body.
Yeah, I mean, that does seem to be the implication now, doesn't it?
Yeah. Swallow, I'm scared. I feel like I'm backed into a corner, but I'm gonna do what I can.
I was woefully unprepared. I failed to anticipate today would be so taxing.
You took it like a champ, boss. It must really wear you out, though. You know? Jumping into people's minds like that?
Harnessing my powers is simply a matter of deducing information from others, then using it to create a more complete picture of another's mind within my own. It is not particularly detrimental to me, at least not in any insurmountable sense.
Oh, really?
Nay, what I truly struggle with is the pressure.
Ah, so that's what it is.
I tend to perform my worst precisely when it is most critical I succeed. It is a bad habit I cannot seem to correct.
Not sure that's something you can help, though.
Perhaps not.
Well, hey, at least it worked out this time.
Shiba changed. He wasn't always like this. Not until 3 years ago, at least. What happened?
Aww. Huh? What do you know? The Wicked Twisters are still at it. But not for long. I say it's time to flip him for good. Oh? Hey, bro.
What is it?
About tomorrow's game.
No, that's not Sheila.
Do you gotta keep bringing that up? What do you mean? I can handle it just fine. Hello? Yeah, I'm back. When can we meet? Are you free now? Alright, got it. No worries, I'll be waiting.
We're both assuming that's Shiki, right?
Yes! Fucking, if it's not Shiki, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
What was that?
The hell's going on up there?
Up where?
Yo, Rindo, this ain't good. It's all messed up out here.
Where's here?
No way. This can't be real. Is that Shibuya?
What about Shibuya? What's gonna happen to the city?
Oh, is it gonna start, like, today? It's day 6, isn't it?
Yeah, there's only 2 days left, you know? We're getting
Yeah.
real close.
Today's future is looking pretty grim. Let's just hope turning back time will do the trick.
I guess we don't have a recourse,
Which
so that's
reminds
still
me.
fucked as hell.
What was it Minamimoto said about those noise that show up when I use my powers? The set doesn't match the something.
They're a completely different flavor of noise than what actually exists properly.
Wait a sec.
That kind of exponential power isn't meant to be wielded by a mere player.
I'm assuming that the reason players can't use that power is because of just the pollution that they can't manage by themselves.
Maybe.
You came to the UG without dying. But neither a player nor a Reaper could have made that happen. That's dissonance.
I've been...
Sup, Rin dude? We gonna track down that lunatic Shiba today?
Guess so.
There he is.
Oh, great. Here come the morning announcements.
Greetings, sheeple of Shibuya. Got some red-hot news for you. I see yesterday's gifts reached you safe and sound. Did they bring back any warm memories?
More like the worst memories, jerk.
And now we've reached the penultimate day, which may prove to be Shibuya's penultimate day as well. But you won't find out what tomorrow brings unless you survive what I have in store for you today. You'll have to go through the fire if you want to save this forsaken city. So be my guest. Give it a shot if you think you can handle the heat. Only a matter of time until the city's flame gets snuffed, though. And with that, I bid you adieu.
Man, I am so ready for all this to be over.
Me too.
Me 3, bro!
Oh god!
To tell you
There
the
he
truth, I'm
is.
getting sick of all these rematches. I'm ready to pack up the board and bounce. Susukichi. So, I hear you discs found Neku for real this time. Let me get a good look at him. Ain't that something?
What's the matter? You scared, yo? Looks like Neku's got you shaking in your shoes, hater skater.
There you go again. Some discs never change.
Since when did he skate?
He doesn't. He misunderstood and offered to go around on his board.
So you're the legendary Neku. A real frontier disc by the looks of it. I can see why the boss wanted to meet you so bad.
So what? You just come here to look? Or was you here for a fight too? Cause if you want it, you got it, yo.
I'm not making any loud moves. Not this time. I was just hoping you discs would play a little game with me.
I feel like I've heard that before.
He said something similar shortly after I joined.
And shortly after that, he made complete fools of us.
We fell right into his trap.
What a tool. Hate to break it to you,
And
big
he's
guy,
right
but
there. He
we're gonna
can
have to take
hear
a rain
you.
check. Only game we've got time for right now is the game.
What's in it for us? What happens if we win? You gonna give us a prize or something?
Sharp as ever, Shoka. Here's the deal. If you win, I'll get you discs a meeting with the boss.
You'll take us to Shiba?
I mean, you got no clue where he is, right? Well, it's gonna stay that way if you don't play along.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's getting pretty
There's
bad
no
out
telling
there.
What had happened to this region then? You just ain't got any other moves you can make. So what do you say?
Hey, Rindo.
Yeah?
I think we should play along. Even I don't know where Shiba is. and we don't have time to waste looking for him.
Can we really trust him, though?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright.
Fine. Game on, Susukichi. Guess you've developed a little competitive spirit after all. Let's get started then. Unless any of you discs want to go against your leader. Bada-boom! Well, I hope you like hide and seek, cause you're it.
No shadows, buddy.
Try to have some fun with it.
Are you sure we shouldn't be playing Reaper Creeper?
And don't keep me waiting.
God, I miss Reaper Creeper.
Wicked twisters.
He just vanished!
Shiba said things were heating up. He must have sent the noise. Suzukichi's using it to hide again, the same way he did last week. We've got to find him quick. Come on.
Yeah, let's get moving. The sooner we find him, the better.
What's this?
Don't tell me Suzuki sent another selfie.
Girl, help. Afraid so.
Girl, help! I'm floating out to sea!
Damn, he already made it to the Scramble Crossing. His pictorial prowess seems to have improved at least. You think? It is far less blurry than before.
Hey, you're right!
Maybe he's been practicing. Alright. So... God, our pin's still so fucked up. So, two things before we head off. First off, here's Coco. Off of Minamoto? Not Neku? Okay.
Huh.
Lethal Legends!
Oh, nice!
Yeah. 3 years ago, she pulled Neku back at... Adorable Reaper slash Fairy Princess. 3 years ago, she pulled Neku back into the Yuji to help save her good friend Tsugumi and prevent the erasure of Shinjuku. With Neku, she was investigating what was left of Shinjuku, but she returned to Shibuya ahead of her partner to check on Tsugumi and the rest of the city. Alright. God, yeah, we're so close.
Are there side quests today?
Yeah, there's one at Tower Records, which we're gonna have... Alright, so final thing to check. It's a little far down, yes. What an... Ah! Nilo Palima with 43... Yeah, 43,000 HP, by the way.
Good.
Huh, we've only got one more Plague Noise type. Plague Pachi with 50,000 HP. And that was the hard mode drop, never mind.
Okay.
Okay.
You got lucky on that.
Yeah, like... Yeah, 62's not... 62%'s not a terrible rate, but yeah. Alright, and Passion for Fashion. Oh, as in literally you need the entire party.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
That tracks.
Super stylish. Wore a full outfit of clothing. His abilities all require over 100 style. That was pure luck, honestly. City Walker. Oh, right.
We finally made it into Miyashita Park.
Psychic Rank Conductor.
Aha!
Of course, we only have half of these, by the way. Jesus.
Good.
God, I still can't believe we've got them. We still have 2 books.
2 books! Taiseido, please!
Yeah. Alright, well, you know what? We're a little past our time limit again. So, this is where we're gonna head off, everyone. Have a good day, and goodbye.
Bye!